Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday.
Yay. It is Sunday.
It's Sunday.
March the 7th? Yes.
It is March the 7th, yes.
The 7th. Yes, March the 7th.
March the 7th. Which
2021.
Probably has some sort of significance, but...
March the 7th? It's some good luck numbers there.
Yeah, I actually can see what
March
holidays...
March has a lot of good luck numbers.
This is later. March the 7th.
What is it?
I can see what holiday
Oh,
it is
yeah,
today.
like is it... It's Women's History Month.
It is. It is. All March.
It is. We'll be talking about that a bit later, kinda.
We will be talking about that, and that's a good reason we'll be talking about that.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
What other holiday? There's St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day is this month. I'm trying to think.
Because that's why there's
My mom's birthday is this month.
Whose birthday?
My mom's birthday.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
That's a holiday.
Around the world.
I don't know, what happens in March?
Spring? Sometimes Easter. Depending.
Brian Not Brain says Jasmine was featured on Disney Women's History Month on Instagram.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we're going to
Instagram,
talk about.
I
Very
didn't
perceptive
know that.
of you, Brian.
I didn't know Insta. That's cool.
Wow. I didn't know. Very cool.
I saw it on Disney.com. They're doing a month-long thing with me at Disney World for Women's History Month, and yeah, I'm very happy they picked me. That's pretty neat.
You have some history with Disney?
I do have some history of Disney, and I am a woman.
Okay, so tomorrow is International Women's Day.
Yes.
Oh no, you're fine, Brian. You didn't spoil anything.
No. This is yeah. I didn't. I mean, it's already on the press release and stuff. So.
Yes. I mean, spoiling something would be like, Norman Bates' mother was dead the whole time. It was actually him.
Oh, I thought you were making
That's
like
a spoiler.
spoiled,
Is that too soon?
A spoiled
Is it too soon to do a psycho spoiler?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Okay, just checking.
Depends if they've read the book.
I mean, it's pretty recent.
19.
Yeah, it's a talkie.
It is a talkie.
It's a talkie.
Yeah, it is a talkie.
I consider that a recent film.
Yeah. That's a good movie. I like that.
Virginia Lilly says, this has become a highlight of my week. Oh, that's no pressure.
Yes.
That's no pressure on us.
Oh, so. That is something we need to tell you guys super soon, or right now.
Yes,
we are moving till Tuesdays. After today, instead of being on Sundays, we're going to be on Tuesdays. Not this Tuesday, not day after tomorrow, but starting
right, and
I
will change the little Twitch calendar to reflect such a thing.
Oh, okay, you haven't done that.
I wrestle with that thing. It's not user friendly. So
does Brandon know how it works?
Probably.
He probably does.
Yeah, so I've been very busy, Jasmine, and you mentioned Brandon. He's been very busy too.
Yes, yeah.
So, and I'm going to continue to be busy this week, and then I'll be busy on Thursday too. Okay,
as long as we're all busy.
Yeah, so we will talk about that.
Yes.
Soon.
Yes, we will. But yeah, so Tuesdays
busy,
we're doing it. Are we doing the same times?
I think that this time works for me. If the only thing I could, I would go earlier rather than later.
Oh, really?
I would.
For
UK people.
Friends? Well, the only other thing I could see is if we ever are doing this from California or anything, then would be on West Coast time. That's already off by 3 hours. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Whatever.
It's a time that kind of overlaps with all of the United States and leads into the evening in England.
Hope Lane said, "Oh my God, love your art. My mom got me your color book.
Oh, cool.
And it really helped me with my anxiety."
Oh, thank you. That makes me happy to hear.
Well, that's cool.
It's doing its job. Cool, thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people do use coloring to help with anxiety.
I've had quite a few people tell me that.
Bubba Spence says, another spoiler is the Statue of Liberty on the DVD case for Planet of the Apes.
Oh my God, is it really
on
gosh. Is it really
Are
on the
you saying,
cover?
Bubba, that it was Earth all along?
All along.
I love that. Jasmine is referring
Planet
to
of the Apes.
the Planet of the Apes musical in The Simpsons.
Starring Troy McClure.
That's fantastic. He can talk. I can sing. Fantastic. One of my favorite episodes.
That is a good one. Phil Hartman, man.
Yeah. Man, it was. Yeah, he was murdered forever ago.
It was. That whole story was really sad.
Yeah, I really liked
Felt bad
Phil
for his
Hartman.
wife, too. Everybody was
Hilarious
sad.
guy.
Yes, very, very funny guy.
Tragic.
And some of my
Tragic
favorite things on The Simpsons, it's like it wasn't ever quite the same after it wasn't on it.
Yeah. Darn it.
I still think that Zap Brannigan from Futurama
Definitely inspired.
is very inspired by him. Like,
Definitely
if Phil
inspired
Hartman had
by,
been alive
Kurt-
then,
if you guys are
he might
fans
have-
of Futurama
Yeah.
or The Simpsons. So yeah, I was thinking maybe some of you guys have an opinion in the room. Recently, not recently, about a year ago, a little over a year ago, I started watching Bob's Burgers with Jasmine. Jasmine convinced me to watch Bob's Burgers. We talked about it several times in the room.
Yeah.
Brandon mentioned the Great North, which I guess some of the people involved with Bob's Burgers
Yeah, I don't know that
are
one.
also
I've
involved
heard about
with
it,
the
but I
Great
have
North.
Not watched that.
Has anyone seen it in the room? Can anyone recommend it?
I haven't. I've seen the adverts for it on Roku or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
On the TV computer. Yeah.
Onk6 says, "Oh my God, no way, I love you."
Oh,
I think they like your artwork.
thank you very much.
Katie says, "I've been loving the Great North, hilarious."
Oh,
Katie
cool.
and I share a lot of the
I was
same.
gonna say, Katie's
we
good
like a lot of the
people,
same
man.
funny
yeah,
things. So
if Katie likes it, Matt will probably like it.
yeah.
They both love the Chiefs. No.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Jesus. I might send some people a picture.
Oh.
With me wearing that. It's I
Send
will
it
say
to
that
my mom,
the shirts
too.
will be a little bit loose on me. But
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
they're
Are
but
they, yeah.
you know, honestly,
Yeah.
sending me a shirt, I wouldn't remember how big I was. I would just play it safe and get a large.
I would be so bad at guessing what size
Yeah.
somebody is.
I would play it safe and get a large.
I can't guess people's ages within 50 years sometimes.
I
I'm
typically wear a
terrible.
medium though. A medium, and they call it's called a what do they call that cut?
Athletic cut.
Athletic cut. Then it fits my shoulders.
Why don't they make athletic cuts for girls?
I don't know.
Talk about this. It's Women's History Month. What are you gonna say?
So we've only heard from one person who's watched the Great North, and I actually, besides Brandon, I don't know anyone else that's been talking
Do
about
you know
it.
any of the voice actors in it?
I don't know the voice actors. I have not had a
That's
chance
usually
even to
how
look
it
into
is.
it a little bit.
You what?
I haven't even chance to look into it a little bit.
No. I know it's about a dad who's like raising his kids.
Oh, okay.
Like he's a part-time dad or divorced dad or something, and it looks like they're in Alaska, and that's probably why it's called the Great North.
Interesting.
Like maybe they live on a house like my dad's house or something.
So it looks like Jasmine is going back to My Zombie Kitty today.
I am.
That's what
yes,
you're working on?
I did finish my Unseelie Court painting. I should show that off. I don't think I've shown anybody it finished yet. So it's over there. Could you bring it to me?
I'd be happy to bring it. I'm sure that everybody would love to see that.
Yeah, I worked on that a few times on Twitch, didn't I? Yeah.
Love to see it finished.
Yeah, because I kind of worked on that one off and on in between Arsenic and Old Lace and Zombie Kitty also.
We are still accepting masterpiece. Like if people want to reserve.
Oh, really? We're not
Yeah.
sold out?
Well, there were.
Oh, did some people cancel?
Some people asked for.
Did some people forget about it because they reserved
Forgot
it
about
3
I haven't
years
heard
ago?
back from
Oh, okay.
them, so we have some slots.
Okay,
So please,
yes.
please.
Okay.
If you're interested, let me know.
Yes, because we only make 5 of those. And the original painting is going to the... What's this? Is so big, it's hard to show.
Yeah,
It's going to
hang
the-
out. I don't know why I walked away.
I don't know why either. But, let me turn... Wait, I think I'm zooming in. Ah!
Zoom out. There you go. You got it?
I think so. Yeah.
See the cameras.
That's okay. It's hard to show the whole thing. Ah! I knocked stuff over. I finished the little emojis.
I love it, Jasmine.
They look so emotional. I really like how the little likes turned out. I kind of did a combination of making them kind of flat, but also sort of like they're floating in space. And it turned out really cute. There's the optical illusion. I got the Horror of Babylon etching. Bonfires, Vanity Fair. Jesus, different vibe. Sorry, Thomas Wolfe. And almost called him Oscar Wilde, but it's Dorian Gray.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Sure.
Sure,
That
why
works.
not?
It's
But-
it's based off him.
Oh, no. right way, you know. But yeah, so the painting for that will be going to, after I varnish it, we'll be going to the Corey Helford Gallery for their 15th annual group show that is opening in April in Los Angeles.
We are not selling that from
yeah, I'm not selling the original myself. It is going to the gallery, so the gallery will be selling the actual painting. It's going in a really kick-ass frame. Matt, if you can put Sherry at CoreyHelfordGallery.com at the email address in the room.
I actually think I
It's
have it in my little
SHERRI. It's not like your sister.
Yep.
It's with a ERRI.
Actually, I think I saw Sherry in the room earlier.
Your sister Sherry? Or,
Yeah.
Oh, hi Sherry.
Yeah, SHERRI.
RRI at CoreyHelfordGallery.com. If you guys would like to get in on the preview of the entire show, they will email a collector's list out before, and that's also the way that you could reserve the original painting. Again, I'm not selling it myself, the gallery is, so you need to do that through them. They do payment installment plans too, and they will ship anywhere in the world, so you don't have to be in California. But the the masterpiece canvases, we are doing 5 of those. Like Matt was saying, most have been reserved, but we do have 1 or 2 slots for those left. Those we sell ourselves because they're the prints, and we make them at home. And Matt at Strangeling.com is where you would reserve those.
And a lot of you are familiar with that.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Matt at Strangeling.com.
If you send an email to me, it probably, even though sometimes it takes me a little bit to get to it, it's going to be quicker than sending anything to Jasmine.
Oh,
when it comes to certain things.
God. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
We're thinking about keeping it the same time for you all.
Yeah, I think we'll probably keep it at the same time.
I think for...
At least for now, yeah.
Yeah. Again...
We don't know what crazy things are happening schedule-wise this year. And...
What time would it be in California?
Noon?
Oh, that wouldn't be... so it'd be noon, like if we did it there?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's pretty reasonable.
Okay.
Enough time to set up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah. And if we did it when we were in London, it would be 8 o'clock. That's not awful.
To be fair, the Wi-Fi's there have not been tested. So I can't...
We have not
we'll figure it out.
Streamed video from our London house before.
Yeah. I'm thinking that...
California should be fine.
I think I need to get with Brandon and look for teenier setups.
Yes. Yes, we need a more mobile setup that we're doing it from our ancillary studios.
Yeah, we've had a few talks about that.
Shows or anything like that.
Yeah, we've thought about
doing some ones on the road.
From
maybe
the
RV,
yeah. That'd be great. Yeah. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We should be able to do that.
Before. Huh?
We should be able to do that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember
I did a bunch of minis on an RV trip when we were
You went on we went on an RV trip, and I, with the rest of the family that came with us, we went on a hike, came back, and Jasmine had completed a painting or something. So it was kind of funny to see that you had completed a painting. I think you started some here at the or maybe in Kansas?
No, I started them when we were in the RV going down the road at the little table, and then I finished them on the little easel while we were camping.
I was driving.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
that was so much fun.
2 p.m. in Texas, Glenda says. Okay. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Noon is fine, Jasmine. I'm good with that. I think if we keep it 3 to 7, that's just
3
good.
to 7.
If we were doing it in London, it'd be a late night, wouldn't it?
It would be, but it would still, 20 o'clock, 8 o'clock, that's, 8 to 11, that's not insane. That's what I mean. It's the most usual sort of afternoon, evening hours you can keep and get the Europe, England through the whole width of the United States.
So Siren Moonbee says, "Oh my God, Strangeling vlogging, that would be cool."
Yeah, I'd love to do that when we get out traveling.
We kind of want to do that more of that anyway.
We do, especially with now that we're getting to travel. I don't want to take for granted travel ever again.
I really it's my personal thing is I want to get more fans involved. I know that's it's kind of an impossibility right now.
It is. I was gonna say it would be so easy, like if Dragon Con was happening and people have stuff to, hey, let's meet up in the hallway.
It's difficult. It's difficult. Distancing and whatnot. I mean, I think I did about as good as I could with that funny little, that cute little Epcot video I made.
A few
weeks ago, and I think that worked out well. And I just kind of wanted to do something because so many people are just stuck at home.
I know.
I wanted to give them a taste, but yeah, I really, really want to get footage of. My gosh, I could go nuts at the Ren Fair.
I know.
But what I did and what I think's a good idea, Jasmine, is when it's in a con or like an Epcot thing, like we did, is to show you at the event. Absolutely, it's for you. It's your art, but then show a little bit of what the place is like.
Yeah,
so
that's particularly good for something that is multiple weekends, because then you can film it during weekend. It's not like, because like some events are only 3 days long, and then there isn't time to post it unless it's from the previous year, which is what we could get good making footage this year.
Katie says I do a lot with my different GoPro cameras.
Yeah,
and Fairy Bell says love the Epcot video. Now I have
have
a knockoff GoPro. I don't know if it's as good.
It's called a what?
It's a knockoff.
Oh,
a knockoff.
It's a Russian word.
I forget what it's called,
okay.
but I should play around with it more.
Yeah,
and see if that's good.
I'd like you to learn how to use that.
Yeah, we rarely have a vacation where Jasmine didn't bring us the least a sketchbook.
Yeah. Ooh, and I've got that new badass table easel thing.
Right, we do have the new badass table easel thing.
I liked it so much I bought 3 of them.
Yeah, we'll both give ourselves a.
What happened?
Badass.
That's not cussing.
Is badass cussing? I don't know.
Not when you're talking about donkeys, and I'm always talking about
I'm
donkeys.
always talking about it. She's all about the donkey.
Wow.
Okay, so
let's change. Okay, but yeah, I think that's a great idea, babe.
Yeah, so just give it's like a little flavor.
Well, that's why I thought it'd be fun to get to sometimes try to broadcast or do a watch party or something that we filmed before too here at Twitch when I'm at other studios too.
Yeah, sometimes I think my cussing. Someone said that was not cussing in the room, Fairy Bell, and I think that it's from that Puritan area where I grew up. I don't know. It's like now I had friends that couldn't say what did that they said was a bad word, but I didn't think it was at all. It's not darn.
Dang?
Not dang.
I remember
crap.
Gosh.
Crap.
Oh, crap.
They thought crap was a bad word. Now it's not a nice word, but I think crap in my even as a kid,
well,
it wasn't considered profanity.
As a literal noun or a verb?
Nah, you look at it, you're degrading something. Like, I look at that pile of crap over there.
Oh, I see. Well, is it ruder if you're talking about somebody doing it as a verb? No, I don't know. I don't like.
Oh, like it's like fecal matter?
Yeah.
Like I gotta take a crap.
Yeah, like if you say that.
That's crude, but I don't.
Let's say you're at school and you say that instead of saying please may be excused. You know.
Gosh wasn't allowed by the teacher I had. Same with golly and geez.
Yes, my cousins were not allowed to say golly, gosh,
slap
or
your hands with rulers too? Oh. My gosh. My first year in school, I got I remember getting 2 spankings.
Yeah.
Ugh. That was awful. So, oh yeah, sometime Jasmine or I don't know if she's still in the room, Sherry.
I'm here.
But
oh yeah.
She had so many she had so many problems with the kids or the teachers in the school we went to.
Oh.
It was and she went to it way more than I did.
Oh no.
Because I was in it first grade, and then after that I went to public school.
Oh.
For the longest time, and then my last year of high school I was back in a private school, a boarding school. But she I think all her elementary school was a private school.
Wow, that's weird. I went to the same public school place my whole life.
Fairy Bell said, went to Catholic school, but this teacher was Pentecostal. That's all sorts of weird.
That sounds complicated.
Penta means 5 costal, right?
It does. It means the 5 coasts.
5 coasts.
The original 5 coasts of Galilee. No, sorry. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Sounds like it'd be something.
I remember, I'm a horrible person. I remember I found a sliver of wood. It looked like it was peeled off of some sort of like, I don't know, a chunk of,
pallet board.
Yeah, pallet board or something. And I convinced, 2 of the kids that it was,
How old were you?
9.
Okay.
I convinced 2 of the kids that it was a chunk of the real true cross.
Oh, a piece of the Holy True Cross?
Yep.
Wow.
I said, this is from the cross at Calvary. And I tried to say it poetically, as poetic as, and they were like, wow, you know? Like, that's not, it's a stick. I found it. Jeez.
You could crucify somebody on it.
Yep. Starwin BC said, my grandmother got kicked out of Catholic school for putting Limburger cheese in the school's furnace.
Oh, God, that is
That's pretty funny.
joke.
I like that.
From somebody who had a parent who insisted on constantly purchasing, storing, and even trying to make Limburger cheese. I feel your pain, man. That's awful.
Katie says, when different family members have swear jars, I end up paying a fortune. Like, I'm pretty sure I paid for someone's vacation with how much I cuss.
Yeah.
Yeah, off camera, I mean, Jasmine and I are...
Yeah, I mean...
We're sailors. But so many people are. I think it's gotten worse since the pandemic.
I think so, too, because, again, I've had to try to retrain myself when I'm going out to live events, especially
now,
family events and
absolutely.
stuff.
There are...
Kids
When
and stuff.
policies are in place, when Jasmine is is signing, and I'm representing her, so I follow those rules too.
Yeah, especially where they're representing another company like Disney or something.
Right. But
you know,
that doesn't mean the crowd's got to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, either my ears have been like retrained into like not hearing that all the time, or people just, they gave up. There's no filter anymore. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's okay.
They're just words, right? Luna Lilitha says, I swear like a sailor, and unfortunately my little ones have picked it up.
Oh.
Now, that's what it's like having the kids. I remember,
my dad's strategy.
oh, remember Ellie?
Oh.
Like, okay, so we do this annual thing. You guys have heard us talk about it, called Cousin Camp. It used to be annual, at least.
It always was, except once, and that was COVID.
Yes.
So I assume it's still annual. I mean, they
Yes.
still are going to have the Super Bowl and everything.
So,
Oh, wait,
she just said the H word, right?
yeah. What the hell is that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she's,
If
you know,
that's
she
the
spends
story,
little Ellie spends a weekend with Uncle
How
Matt.
old
Was she like 2?
2? Yeah,
She
wasn't
talked
3
very
yet.
early.
Yeah, she talked very early.
And we're leaving Cousin Camp, driving from the edge of Illinois, darn near the Wisconsin border, Illinois-Wisconsin border.
The river, yeah.
We're driving through a more interesting part of Missouri because we don't want to be bored. And there's a river. And there's a stick there. And
a big log, really.
Yeah, big log.
Yeah.
Ellie's like, what the hell's that stick doing there? I was like, what did you say? What the hell is that stick doing there? And Kachina starts laughing, and Ellie doesn't usually talk like that, but she didn't know that was...
No, she was 2. Most kids her age didn't say a lot of words.
Or did she say, what the hell's that thing?
No, that stick.
What the hell's that stick?
And then
Yeah.
we're like, what'd you say? She says, that stick, what's it doing there? And like, she didn't know we're concerned about the cursing part of it. She was genuinely asking.
But yeah, it was so funny,
I
and
love
just
her.
to hear her cute little voice say it.
I know.
It was so funny. Bubba Spence says, my grandmother got in trouble at school and was told to bring in her mother for a meeting, so she got a stranger off the street to come in and pretend to be her mother.
Yes.
Bubba Spence, your grandma is awesome.
Your grandma
That
is amazing.
Cool.
It's always good to have
Wow, I'm not even half that cool.
local friends who sometimes hang out behind the gas station, you know, asking panhandling. We'll pretend to be your parent.
That is
Or
awesome.
let you into R-rated movies. Yeah, that's
That is incredible. I'm very proud of her.
I bet they were a very resourceful person.
Leela says, my youngest son swears the worst in our house.
Well, he should practice more.
That's a good one. And Katie says, little kids swearing is the funniest thing ever.
I
think it's funny too. Oh my gosh.
I like it in real life when it's natural, at least.
What did remember the little kids in Disneyland Paris?
The Scottish kids?
Yeah, they were Scottish kids, and we were in Disneyland Paris.
Yes.
And I think we're at the Alice's Maze, the labyrinth.
Yes, the hedge maze.
Oh, very little kids with very thick Scottish accents.
Very small children.
what the F is that? Yeah, it was so funny.
It was like watching
God.
a Muppet Babies version of Train Spotting or something. It was very cute.
Muppet Babies version of Train Spotting. Leela says, LOL, he's 19 and taller than me.
Aww.
Oh, I'm happy that he cusses well. But yeah, these little, of course, you know, the French children could have been cussing too. I just understand the Scottish kids.
You probably, also too, when you're in another country and you haven't heard English being spoken regularly for a while, it kind of stands out and catches your ears a bit more than it usually does.
Yeah, and around here, that's a accent we love.
Oh, yeah.
I think Americans just adore the Scottish accent, don't we?
Yeah, I think
so. We like to affect it. It's a lot of fun. But it probably sounds awful.
Poorly at Renaissance fairs.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's. It seems like there's a lot of people trying to do posh British London accents at Renaissance fairs. That's what I think I hear the most of. What about you, Jasmine?
I hear vague Shakespearean using historical terms as in lieu of British terms, but it is the Ren Fair, but
it would be around the same age.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be that far off.
Oh, I know. That is, I think, our Ren. Where's ours take place?
15 something.
15.
It's still Henry. Henry was still in power.
It's still Henry. Yeah.
So that would have been probably just slightly pre-Shakespeare. I'm thinking. Yeah. Just a little bit though. I don't remember, and it's what they don't call it Canterbury. What do they call it? What's the town?
They do call it.
Is it Canterbury?
Oh,
okay.
I think the official name of our town and the Ren Fair is Canterbury.
Scottish and Irish accents are yummy. That's a very.
Are they delicious?
I love them too.
Me too.
They're just
any of those UK accents are pretty great.
Starwin BC said, I had a Welsh professor. I would have listened to him read the phone book.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah. I think that, any of the British accents to American ears, particularly if you haven't been there, traveled there, they get +2 to sounding intelligent.
That's true.
Even, like, the accents that you wouldn't necessarily...
Even what would be considered a less than working class accent, people think you're, immigrant or something. Yeah.
But yeah, I like them all. I've heard very few people be like, man, that's a sexy American accent you have there, Matt. No one says that.
The other thing I get
no one says that.
Is if people recognize mine as being a Southern American accent, they will say I have a Southern drawl or a Southern accent.
You go in and out, but it's not like you're Daisy Dukes or anything, or you don't sound like huh?
I said I have some, but no, no, I don't. No, not that sort of accent. That's a cartoon TV accent.
Yeah, Daisy Duke isn't. I don't know. I'm trying to remember how extreme that was. It's not like
she was
an extreme one that doesn't even fit. It's like Daisy May from
Ellie Mae.
Ellie Mae, thank you. Gosh. Ellie Mae from the Beverly Hillbillies.
She was my Aunt Nancy's real estate agent when they lived in Tehachapi.
That's so weird.
And they lived next door to Jack Palance. It was funny.
Leela says it is always enjoyable listening to you guys.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you're able to join us while we move to Tuesdays starting next week. Not this next week, but 15.
Yes, and we'll do all the social media.
And again, I don't know how long that will be for, or we've got like a lot of moving parts happening right now as far as schedules
I think it's fairly sound.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, the other thing is in the past, Sundays have been a thing because the post office is closed. So it's like Matt would be here because he's not at the post office, or, but that's the only other thing that happens.
Other than that, the format and everything, we'll just, as we do, we slowly try to add little funny things and improve it, but it'll be roughly the same.
Yeah.
The 3 giveaways, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All that.
I don't think anybody.
Speaking of, Jasmine, hey, can you show off Sunflower Fairy?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell that print doing there?
Stick to it there. Okay, first one is print of the week. Yeah.
Yes, okay. Print of the week. And this is an Sunflower Fairy, and she is a cutie.
Okay.
Now this, Jasmine and I were talking about sunflowers earlier.
We were talking about sunflowers.
And I love sunflowers.
Me too.
I'm not a postal worker, Fairy Bell.
No.
I go to the
Our
post office
nephew
frequently.
got confused with
I
that
ship out
too when he
orders.
was little because Matt shipped so many post office packages on my behalf. He thought Uncle Matt might work at the post office.
Yeah, I have no room in my. It's impossible for me. It's kind of impossible for me to have another job.
Oh God.
I don't know
No,
how I'd work that in.
no. We don't.
And then I'm like, well, I could
What would-
probably be doing something within our business, even
In
coming
lieu
up
of-
with
yeah.
different product ideas and make as much money probably as
Or
a
just
job
for
I could get.
stretching canvases and
Yeah.
making frames and shit. Yeah. Okay. But anyways, our print of the week up at Strangeling.com is Sunflower Fairy, and our first hour here at Twitch will win her. I will autograph her and we will mail her to you. This is a painting I did 13 years ago. Wow. 2008. Huh. I guess so. But I do think she would be a cute pin, though, don't you, Maddie?
She would be gorgeous.
Yeah, a lot of the flower fairy ones I think would make good pins because.
She would be gorgeous.
Yeah, it got kind of. I might think about doing that.
2008, but I mean that is a good piece.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
love
a good
it.
painting. I like
Yeah.
it. She's cute. She's kind of got a hidden Mickey going on with her sunflower ears there.
I like that I look at that one and it's already kind of cut out.
That's why I think I was thinking of it like a pin.
Yeah,
it doesn't
you
have,
don't. It's
doesn't
more
have a
like an
background.
It's like a beautiful icon.
Yeah, it almost looks like
Yeah.
it's a little bust.
You don't
or
see
like
her
a
foot.
Sticker. Yeah.
It's an idea.
Yeah.
The sunflower fairy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
her. Sunflower fairy. Well, if you don't win her on our program, you can purchase your own print that I will have signed on the back up at Strangeling.com, and we always ship worldwide.
Yeah, Jeanette says it would make a great summertime pin, Jasmine. I agree.
You know, Matt and I had this discussion earlier. I did not pick her this week. Amber did. My
That's
sister
okay. It's
Amber.
a beautiful print.
It is a beautiful print.
Yes.
But for those of us, for example, my father has grown sunflowers as a crop in Missouri, and I know, as we all know, except for Amber, that that when sunflowers come to their fruition and their seeds come out, it is usually more harvest time, late August, early September. But that's okay, Amber. Amber just saw flowers and thought spring. But
Yeah,
we'll all, in honor of Amber, we'll all go buy a print. Because she'll have to ship them to you also.
Yep.
And she can grit her teeth at me each time. So that will be our first hour prize, and we don't have any bonus ones this week. Hey, I should show people the masks that are.
Oh
for
yeah, so this is
Pop
cool,
Gallery.
guys.
Yeah.
Starting
Oh, there they are.
Do I not see the loops there?
No, I see.
Oh, okay. I see something else then.
Oh.
Okay.
Those are my earbuds.
Oh, okay. From here I can't tell.
Oh, okay. They both go around your ears. Okay. Okay, yeah, so starting Thursday? Which is the same day
Pop
that
Gallery
my
kiosk.
stuff... Okay, so 2 important things are happening at Disney Springs this Thursday, correct?
Yes.
But at 2 different places at Disney Springs. Okay.
Yes.
So at the Pop Gallery kiosk, which is the outdoor Pop Gallery kiosk thing that is over by the bridge, over by T-Rex, across from Paddlefish, like the waterboat restaurant, the paddleboat restaurant.
Yes.
So at the Pop Gallery, they have 2 masks, like face masks, not like Halloween masks, sorry guys, that they will be giving away free with any Strangeling purchase over $50.
Yes. It must be a Jasmine item.
Must be a Jasmine item.
Or Jasmine items.
Must be from the Pop Gallery kiosk, not from the Wonderground
Right.
Gallery. It has to be the Pop Gallery because they're the ones doing the promotion. But they've got 2 of them, and these are not available for sale anywhere. These are not ones that you could buy at Zazzle. These are ones that Pop Gallery is giving out. So there
In
is
person.
In person. They
In person.
can't do these. No. Yeah. But anyway, so we have Amber Dragonling. Turned out super cute.
This is while supplies last.
While supplies last, there aren't a whole lot of these, so if you want one, try to go earlier on Thursday. We have Alice in a Starry Night. That one turned out really lovely. And they are unisex. They are the standard multiply ones. They've got the little ear slidey things so you can resize them, which is incredibly helpful. So
Pop
if you
it
are
on-
at
can
Disney,
can you demonstrate it?
yeah, sure. So if you're at Disney Springs, I think they require you to wear masks there probably. I haven't been another
Yes.
yet.
Yes,
I won't
yes,
be there
they
till
do, yes.
Thursday. Okay. Yeah. So if you have to, it's right there. So if you don't have a mask, you can go get one. There we go. I'm doing it right.
Yeah, that looks good.
Cool. Oh. It's funny. Sometimes my
Aw.
did that work? I tried to
Yeah,
put it
you
in
looked
front
up.
of the
It
close camera.
was cute when you looked up into the
I'll try to go.
camera.
That might be able to see it better up there.
Aw. That's really adorable.
I don't know.
Cute. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
doting. I apologize.
Aw, you're being sweet.
Fairy Bell says, "Oh, I wish I lived closer to Florida. Those are adorable." Yeah, we got it. You know, Pop's a special place. We got to treat it special.
And also, since they are having the rules at Disney Springs, it's like you can get a free one.
Yeah.
So hey, you can't complain now. But so it's anything $50 or over. They'll give you one. They'll let you pick out which one you want until they run out. So if you are there, and that is the same day that the new area in the co-op, which is my special little artisan showcase gallery, just for me, that is running through April 7th for Women's History Month at Disney. That is the day, this Thursday the 11th, that we are opening. So I'm going to be there in person from 2 to 6 p.m. Is that the right time? I get it confused because I'm doing like a bunch of other ones.
2 to 6.
2 to 6 this Thursday.
On Thursday, and that's the only day you're actually doing 4 hours.
Oh, okay. They don't need to know that, but okay, yeah, gotcha. So it is that 2 to 6 this Thursday inside the co-op, and it's in a new part of the same building that Wonderground used to be in. That is, Wonderground has moved within it, and my new section has moved within it too. It's where the dress shop used to be, like the Disney dress shop that used to be in the co-op. It's in that new, so it's a bigger area, which is awesome. So
Sophia Law asks, is there going to be a new pin for Pop Gallery, or is it still the Artist Fairy? Can you explain what's going on there?
I think the Painting Pixies were only for the festival.
They were only for the Festival of the Arts.
So those are all gone now. Those were only while the Epcot Festival is going on.
Right.
Pop Gallery is during this month. Do you know when at all?
I don't know. It can be soon. I don't have a date.
It will be soon.
It's
okay.
just.
It will be while I'm
doing
doing my it's while I'm doing my showcase at Wonderground.
Yeah, I would imagine next week, no problem. Not this coming up week.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they were packaged up yet or anything.
They are
I haven't
not.
even shown them to anybody. Oh wait, have I? No, I haven't. Okay, but yeah, so Pop Gallery is getting a set of 4 pins that are Pop Gallery exclusives, and they are 4 paintings I did for Pop Gallery that some of you might know. I don't have them here, do I?
No.
It's.
I have. I think I have a card though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, give me a second.
Bring the card over.
Yeah. The
Okay.
thing is,
Because that's the mock-up that has the pins. I know. It is horrible, man.
I did not expect this year to be so busy.
I did not expect anything ever to do anything.
I need to actually open the box here.
Is it?
Feel free to talk about whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a series of 4 paintings I did for Pop Gallery, the 4 seasons. As you guys probably know them, and they're pretty popular prints. You probably can guess the names. They are winter, spring, summer, and autumn. And we are doing them as a set of 4 of the mini metal pins. There's a set of 250 limited edition set, I think. Is it? It's like how I did the Unseelie Court ones. But they're not on my website. They're from Pop Gallery, I think. I don't know.
Not 4 Seasons. Not 4 Seasons, the other.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nope. I think you've got the other stuff in. They're all ordered at the same time.
Oh, we haven't got it yet. We haven't.
Well, I'm glad you didn't show those on TV.
Secret stuff.
baby, it's the 4 seasons, the 4 paintings I did for Pop Gallery.
Okay,
yeah.
we
So
don't
those are
have
not coming out next week.
Well, I think it'll probably still happen if we just need to get the thing in.
Okay, the packaging.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so yes, it will be the 4 seasons. Don't listen to Maddie, listen to me.
Well, I didn't say what the other thing was, so
no,
we're good.
You corrected me. In front of the boy. No. Yeah, those will be there. I don't know what day specifically. We'll let you guys know. Does Pop Gallery ship those too, or do they have to get those? That's something they can buy, like, on the internet, right?
I don't know what Pop's policy on that will be.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll find out and we'll tell you guys.
Yeah.
And we'll show off. I'll show the pins off on Patreon probably today or tomorrow, or in the pins group or something.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, don't bring him those ones.
I won't.
Thank you. You didn't
I,
give them to Brandon, did you?
No.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
No, I just opened that.
Okay.
So I literally just opened it.
I couldn't see what you're doing there.
So that company needs to ship things a little bit quicker.
Oh, okay.
It's true.
Yeah, it is true, actually.
But so
yeah.
at the event, Jasmine.
Yes.
The co-op. What will you have? What's going on with that?
In the Marketplace co-op, I will be there, and I'm doing an artisan showcase. Which those of you who have been to Wonderground in Anaheim at downtown Disneyland, if you've been to one of my takeovers, the artisan showcase, you know that they have my Disney artwork there, and then they have a bunch of my regular non-Disney artwork, some of the stuff I painted here on Twitch actually, that they will also have mixed in with the Disney stuff, and then they have me there signing autographs and also painting at my easel. So that should be pretty cool. They'll have a bunch of my Disney artwork, Disney merchandise, and then a bunch of my prints. We'll have a bunch of canvases of my own artwork there. There'll be a bunch of postcards, kind of like how Disney has the postcards. We've been able to have those this time at Disney with my non-Disney artwork as well. So they'll have those, and I'm happy to autograph any of that. I don't know what I'll be painting yet, though. We'll see. I don't think it will be a Disney piece, though, right? Is that what's happening?
Correct.
Okay. It will be a non-Disney piece.
Right.
That's all I know.
Well, that's it. I think it's exciting.
I think so, too. Well, that will be Thursday. So if you come Thursday, and if you're wanting to get the new face mask things, you could always go earlier over to the Pop Gallery kiosk over on West Side, and then if you come after 2 o'clock, I'll be there at the Wonderground Gallery. Again, it's in the same building Wonderground was in before, in the Marketplace Co-op, but just in a new section inside the same store. Did the dress shop move? Or do they not currently have a dress shop?
I'm not sure what's going on.
Everything has been moved around during COVID.
When will that be in California? Michelle, what are you asking? When will what be in California?
Who knows? Was she, how I've done artisan showcases before in California? I've done them several times throughout the past several years. They've just now only reopened the gallery in Anaheim this week, so I don't know yet when they're going to have me out there.
In fact, California so much that you've mostly done...
this is the first time I've done one
yeah,
of these
you've done
Florida.
A decent amount of just signings.
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
But
loads.
As far as events, you haven't really
not
like events
on,
that
not with Wonderground,
anything of that scale.
Not with Wonderground that are that scale, and then have my own artwork,
right.
Especially. In addition, I mean, it's all my own artwork, but it's different when I paint Mickey Mouse for the Walt Disney Company, as opposed to when I'm doing something like this.
Michelle, they just opened. We have zero idea when we do our next event in California.
Oh no, they told me like the day it opened this week.
No idea.
I mean, dude, yeah.
That would be
you
fun.
You would probably know more.
Cool.
It has to do with what the city and county regulations are in that area, what their gathering restrictions are, how many people can be in one place at the same time, how the lines are set up. Because when they have an artist doing an event there, if a bunch of people show up, then they're over their maximum occupancy of the building, and they have weird rules about that. So
yeah, I'm not sure, but I think I saw somewhere that Disneyland's...
The parks are opening in April.
Okay, April.
Yeah, the
right.
Disneyland California parks.
Okay, so we know that much, and things are
and
continuing
to
get
opened
better
this week
in California. So that's what's important.
Reopened for the first time in like a year, so it's very new.
This is just chamber music, Fairy Belle.
Yeah,
it's just a lovely selection of
royalty-free chamber music.
Yeah. I hope you're enjoying it.
I enjoy it. It makes a nice, quiet sort of polite thing to paint too, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll be painting, but I'll bring my easel. Especially since I'm going to be there. Well, this week it's Thursday from 2 to 6, and then after that, all the way through April 7th, I'm there every Monday and every Wednesday. So twice a week I'll be there.
Well, Tigger, yeah, she'll be signing items during the one event. Yep. That's it's painting and signing.
Signing. Since it's during the week and afternoons, and it's still during a pandemic, it might not be as crazy busy as some of the downtown Disney events sometimes are. So I might actually get to get some painting in. We'll see. I'll have my easel.
L-Keeper says, "Love your work."
Thank you very much.
And Glenda loves the music.
Thank you.
I wrote it myself.
That's me on violin and cello.
Yes. And I will accompany Jasmine with the kazoo.
Yeah, it's pretty classy.
Fairy Bell says, "Sounds lovely. Some reminded me of silent movie music."
Yeah, totally.
I
dig me some silent movie music for some
When I
reason.
think of silent movie music, I think of
it's Cabinet of Dr. Caligari?
I think of violin. Often violin is used. Yeah. Of course, there's pipe organ.
Too specific. Yeah.
Or organs were used quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then
I like it when sometimes theaters will do silent movies now, and they'll have real musicians come in and do a score.
That's really cool. Yeah, I do too.
I mean, they're probably not doing it at the moment. But.
A lot of dramatic scenes use kettle drum.
Yes.
I mean, we still
and
say
a bunch
drum
of,
roll.
Like,
and things yeah, it's just
aluminum foil being rattled around for lightning.
L-Keeper says, or is it I-Keepers? I hate capital L's.
Don't you hate letters?
Or L's and or capital I's and L's.
I don't like that
I wish I was
either,
local.
Matt.
I need a couple of your prints and would love to get them signed.
Oh.
Let's see.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure. Where do you live, L-Keepers?
As long as Southwest will fly there, I will come and sign them for you. No. But no, where do you live? We are going to be doing a lot more shows and doing a lot more traveling, hopefully this year.
Yeah, we've been Jasmine and I for the last, probably since fall. We've been trying to come up with different ideas for when all this is going down. It's LOL. I'm from Oklahoma. Excellent. So it's L-Keepers. I will remember that.
L-Keepers.
So L names are not. I mean, I'm trying to think of L names. You know that
Linda,
in America,
Larry,
the most common
Lisa,
name, Laura, Lisa,
Lana, Lonnie, Lana, Lori, Lulu, Bell.
Coming near Indiana, maybe, please? Someone says.
No, I have a gallery at the Kansas City Ren Fair. It's kind of close to Indiana.
It's not that close to Indiana.
It's closer to Indiana than Forest.
Lara.
Lara?
You pronounce it Laura? Lara?
Like
Leela says Leela.
Bars. Yeah. Lilo. No. Lilo's a good L name.
Oh yeah, I think the most common letter is J for in America.
And which is funny because that was one of our least common letters used in English.
Right. And it's also funny since in America, in English, we tend to pronounce our J's with a J sound, which is one of the more difficult sounds to make if you aren't taught that
language.
Particular language.
It's true. A lot of people do a Y or a ya sort of sound for J. Or a ya. Like in German, people call me Jasmine, or sometimes people go up. Like Jose is spelled with a J, but
we like
Spanish.
the just sound so much. Sometimes we make G's a just sound.
Jeez.
How much we like the just sound. But yeah, it's there are difficult things for English speakers.
Rolling R's.
Rolling R's is one.
We don't do a lot of ZH.
There are some times when I try to pronounce a German word, and you're like, "No, you got to say it this way," and I think it sounds to my ears that I'm doing it.
Pretty easy because it's always pronounced the same way. There's never a time a pronunciation changes. But English is all over the place.
But like Yeah, but it's
What
like,
would be an example?
what's that?
What would an example?
Well, like the word for pretty.
Shouldn't?
Yeah, shouldn't.
An O umlaut.
I don't.
An O umlaut is a different letter than an O.
Yeah.
Their alphabet has
when
four,
do I make
four
that
extra letters.
sound in
What's that?
in English? I don't usually make that sound.
Yeah, you do. You just did. Think of a schwa, and then an O and a U mixed. Right?
I think of a schwa in my mind. Now paint that schwa. I cannot roll my R's. Cross-country RV trip. Think of all the fun adventures.
I love that.
I would. If we got to do it, man. Leela says, when I go to appointments, they always mispronounce my name. Drives me mad. My name is not mispronounced that often.
Matthew? No.
No. It may be pronounced differently. Like, again,
People call you
TH is a problem.
Yeah.
And TH could be an issue in some countries.
Yes, it's true.
So I hear Mashu, Matu, you know, and Masu.
Look at that with Griffith at the end. People who don't do THs.
Yeah. So
I kind of say Griffith even. I don't know.
Yeah.
Griffith.
But that's not pronouncing it wrong. It's just
being lazy.
No. Oklahoma might be out of travel for you, but maybe Texas? That's close enough for a road trip.
Yes, Texas. Eventually, I would like to. My cousin owns the Dragon's Lair in Austin, which is a super cool comics book sort of place that does events and things. And she's always asking if I'll come do an event there. So I might eventually come down to Austin, since she always asks me when we're at Cousin Camp. But there are a couple of Comic Cons that I might guest at to Dallas or Houston. I forget. It's hard to say. I get invited to things and then it's like, well, is it going to happen or not? Or I don't know what to believe right now.
Yeah. Fairy Bell says mine is Shannon, their name, and they get confused for Sharon and Shauna. I do get Mark and Mike. That's not a mispronunciation. That's just a different name.
Sometimes people can't remember my name and call me Jessica or Jennifer because they know it's long and starts with a J.
And yeah, if I tell sometimes I would say about 1 in 40 times, and people say, "What is your name?" And I'll say Matt, and they say Max. Mm-hmm. I was like, "No, it's not Max." I mean, that's kind of a cool name.
Yeah, sure.
Well, sometimes I do. Really, am I gonna know these people for more than 5 minutes? I don't care.
To get a table at a restaurant or something, I mean, do you want them to know your name? When we were little, have we ever had to call and give our name for something like that? Do you remember, even when I knew you, how my dad would make up a fake name every time to order pizza?
Yeah.
And if it was our birthday, we got to decide what the fake name was.
Things like that are
I know,
fun.
he's making like Raceland or something. I think Katrina made him do Elton for Elton John. Yeah.
Luna Star and I are 120 miles from Dallas.
Oh.
That's not too bad.
You can get further from Dallas than that. No. Sorry.
Texas is a big state.
It is. It's big.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Rhiannon.
That magic noise. Thank you. Thank you. The zombie kitty's turning out
Fairy,
cute.
but what does... I see that symbol in the room, and I don't even know what that means.
What is it?
I don't know. It looks like a...
Was it the thing that made noise that goes clong?
No.
Oh.
It's a circle that has lines. It says...
Is it a letter?
No, it's an icon. I don't know what it is. It's looks like a half moon that's black on the left half. And on the right half, it's gray and there's 2 lines and it's a circle. I don't know what that means.
Is it one of the stations in the e-chain?
It's probably NetSpeak that I don't know what the heck. I do that at Starbucks. I pick hilarious names.
That is great.
Katie, I don't do that.
I've never ordered a coffee at Starbucks.
You know,
can you believe that?
I can.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Oh, those are eyes rolling?
Oh.
It doesn't look like eyes rolling on my screen.
Is it done like with parentheses and things, or is it like is it emoji con?
It's a circle that's split in
when
half.
When you say
vertically.
it's on your screen? It's showing
yes, it's on the screen in chat.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's a circle that has a split in it vertically, and right in half. The left
I'm drawing it here. Left half
is black.
Okay.
The right half is gray with 2 black lines. And
how are the lines bisecting the right half?
I don't know, man.
Vertically?
They're
Are they
vertical. They're
equidistant?
vertical.
Is it dividing it into 3 vertical equidistant?
Yeah, they're vertical, but they don't cut through it.
Are they not complete lines?
They're not complete
Are they
lines within the
attached
gray.
to the top or to the bottom of the
They're
circle?
hovering in the middle.
From the top or from the middle line? The middle bisection line.
Oh no, they're off within the middle of the gray area.
Is
Two
it like
black lines.
Is it like an equal sign floating in it?
It's like an equal sign floating, yes, vertically.
Vertical equal sign.
Vertical
Okay.
equal sign.
2 parallel lines floating like the number 11.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's eyes rolling. How in the world would I know that? Or is this just this computer sees it that way?
That could be. It's like, you know, the
Answer
little
me,
alien
room.
dude that shows up
Explain
when you don't know how
yourself.
emojis work. What?
I said, answer me, room. Explain
God
yourself.
damn it, internet. Yeah. Well, I drew one. I don't know if it looks like that. No, internet, you failed me again.
Ah! My name is Christina, and I always have to specify with a K.
Ah,
And people always say Kristen or Christine. Well, yeah, that's not.
that's true. Well, if
It's
your name
pretty
is
close.
Christina, you could go by Kristen or Christine by shortening it. And that could be a nickname.
It's supposed to look like a face with the eyes pupil at the top.
I don't get
Ah,
it. Again, I'm looking at my
okay.
shitty one I drew based on Matt's instructions. I can't see a TV, but...
Oh,
okay.
did you draw one?
Here. I don't know if you can see on screen.
Oh.
Here.
I can't.
Mm,
But if you show it, we'll see how close it was.
Does it look like that?
It looks just like that.
That's because I asked you the right questions.
Yes.
And I asked specific questions. It's called accuracy.
That's what it looks
up.
like on my screen.
Okay.
People have been rolling their eyes at me, and I
That's
haven't
like
even known
a
it.
cigar burn on my
Ah!
hand.
Now people are putting it in the room.
Aha!
I
They're
kill you.
rolling their
I
eyes
kill
at
you
you,
all.
Manny. Huh?
I kill you. I kill you all.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Oh, it's time for the raffle.
Oh, somebody's
You
gonna
guys
win
have just made an
sunflower.
enemy of me. I hope I win this. I'm gonna join the raffle. Just hope I win it.
If you win, I'm never gonna believe anything ever again. Okay. Sunflower fairy.
Yeah. It didn't work.
What?
Yay! I received a ticket. Yay!
Did you win
Okay.
it? Ouch. Did you
All
win
right.
it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't pick a drawer?
But okay. I will close the entries and pick the winner.
Woo!
And the winner is Amy Morgan.
Amy Morgan! Congratulations, Amy. I will autograph this for you and we will ship it to you.
And somewhere Amy Morgan's rolling her eyes at me, I bet. I bet you guys are always rolling your eyes at me.
I'm
Getting
really
paranoid
good
now.
at rolling my eyes. I got big eyes and big lashes. I get a lot of practice. I don't see how that's rolling eyes. I'm gonna have to see that.
I think that it looks different on other people's computer or something.
Okay.
Why it would show that to me is not very helpful.
Mm.
But yeah, basically what Jasmine drew on her hand, that's what I'm saying, guys. And if it looks like rolling eyes to you, you guys are... No, you guys can suspend your disbelief all day.
Yeah.
You must be masters
You can
at it.
suspend your disbelief. Sorry. I'm gonna keep that one in my pocket, Maddie.
Oh, I don't know if you guys are having fun at my expense or vice versa, but
Are
that
they
was,
rolling their eyes?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's funny to me.
My horoscope said that the world was laughing at me and not with me. My sun sign's horoscope.
Well played, Luna Star says. Oh, everyone's joining that raffle, getting that cool
get in the
pin,
what is the
Jasmine.
next? wait. It's the first time we've had this one, right?
My
Isn't
zombie kitty
it?
pin.
Is it? Yes. And I'm painting my zombie kitty.
It is a lucky, lucky time.
It is a lucky time. I mean, they might actually get zombie kitty paint on the zombie kitty pin. But here's, I did, of course, the reason that the pin exists before the painting is, of course, I had the line art that we showed off last week, which was the drawing that we used to make the metal molds for the pins. And we sold that auction already ended, right, for the drawings, for the zombie kitty. Because right now the swans are up, right? Or. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Gosh,
yeah.
I'm sorry I had to think about.
No, last week we had the line art for the zombie.
Yes,
kitty.
the line art. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And this is the painting. So eventually we'll have the painting finished and we'll have prints and canvases and everything like that. But we do have the pins already done and they are so cute. And they are the official pin for our March pin of the month. Yeah.
Yes. So
at Patreon.
Couple questions.
Yeah.
Do you think Wonderground's going to get some more artists, Mickey, Jasmine?
Yes. Because they sent me some and had me autograph them and I mailed them back to them.
Okay.
So I know they will.
Yep, they better. And
hopefully they will get them mailed back from California to Florida by Thursday. That I don't know. But Disney can.
It might take a while.
Disney has pixie dust and stuff that I don't get access to. We'll see.
I feel that that Disney did not know how
they couldn't tell how cute that artist Mickey was.
That would be. So
I felt like explaining.
I'm not
it to
sure
them.
what to say about that.
He is a phenomenon. It's like if there's a version of, I was gonna say if there's a version of going viral in real life, like not on the internet, but then that is like viruses. So that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, we don't like talking about that on this channel.
No.
Leela says, may I ask if design has been picked for next month?
Yes, it has.
Yes.
Yes, it has.
And
I thank you for asking. That's an interesting question. No, do you have that? Is my binder here that has the other line arts?
No.
Scheisse. Trying to think if I have another printout of that. Well, people might know the painting because there's a painting loosely like it. Twilight Delight, which was a it's a really super cute picture. If you have, do you have the link?
I'll send them a link.
Yeah, if you have a link to like the print of it, like at Strangeling, yeah, just cute, super cute little fairy, kind of like pastel colors. But the thing is, we have a new material at the factory that we're using for pins, which is a type of metal that I am just fascinated with, and I like shiny things and whatever. But
Did you do that one in London?
What is it?
Did you do that one in London?
I might have. Okay. Yeah, I might have. Anyways, it's a type of metal that is, they call it rainbow plating. It's an anodization process they do it that like makes this metal iridescent kind of rainbow but dark at the same time. And I'm going to use that instead of the black metal that I usually use on my pins. You know how usually it's like how the metal, like where it says Jasmine Becket-Griffith, it's stamped in there in the black, and how the lines are black and the sides are black. I'm going to use some of the rainbow metal. I don't have a sample of it with me, but I'll show it to you guys next time. And we're going to use that on Twilight Delight, and it's going to hopefully be super cute, super rainbow, super like iridescent, like almost hard to look at cool. So that's a big promise, but that would be the April pin of the month. So if you are a pin collector and it is April and you are a Patreon member in good standing, you'll get her automatically. And then we'll also show her off here on Twitch once we get her in stock. But yeah, I'll show off the line art for her too. So
someone's asking in the room, do we have any contact info for Wonderground?
No. The only thing they do not, for those of you who know how Disney works or don't know how Disney works, they have an internal phone system. So it's like trying to call a specific room in a hotel room. It's not like calling Walgreens. It's not its own store. It's part of Disney World. So there isn't a direct line from the public. If you look on Google, does it give a phone number if you search Art of Disney, I believe, Matt?
Art of Disney?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
At Epcot? I think that is one that has a public phone. They may or may not be able to transfer you to the internal system, but they don't generally deal with phone numbers with members of the public.
Art of Disney has a phone number 407-828-3929.
Yeah, if you want to put it, that is Art of Disney, and if you tell them that you're trying to order through Wonderground or have a question for Wonderground, they might be able to put you in with the right person. The people I talk to are not the workers at the gallery or the people making the prints. They're the corporate people and the design team people. They're not people who deal with the public or the sales or anything. So that's why I never know that type of stuff. I'm on the art side of it.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to contact
Oh yeah, it's like
things,
if I have a question, I don't know who to call. Yeah.
well, other things like that within Disney, and sometimes
Sure.
it is there's not a clear path sometimes.
Well, yeah, it's like
so
they
it takes some
literally do not have an address or a telephone. They're inside a theme park. It's like trying to call the pizza aisle at a grocery store. You can't call right there at the pizza aisle, but you can call the grocery store, and maybe they can tell somebody to walk over there or whatever. Or that's probably a bad analogy. Or a really good one.
Fairy Bell says, I love Twilight Delight. I hope I win an extra for my friend in Germany.
Aww.
Yeah,
No, I was showing Matt the rainbow metal
yeah,
stuff.
so Bob says due to that
cool.
process, no two will be alike.
That's very true. They will vary a little bit, and it kind of varies depending on which is the one that we ended up going with. I'm trying to remember. There's some that kind of had aqua pink and gold sort of iridescent, and then some was kind of like straight rainbow, and some were kind of more pearlescent. And pardon me.
Isn't I?
Okay. All right. It does have some enamel on there too, because I used a white enamel and a pink enamel on it, so it should be interesting. I'm very excited to see how it turns out. There's a gold plating method too that I might be using on some future ones. I've been showing Matt some of my ideas, and
I want to have. Oh, squirrel came. Hi, little guy. Oh, getting that corn.
Oh, is he getting the corn?
Yeah, we've got one of those corn on. They look like a little
dried corn feeders
tiny,
that look like a picnic table.
Tiny picnic table.
They look like a rough moon picnic. What's that?
Oh, he's getting the corn right now, little cutie.
I can't see too blind.
They're left with a kernel. Oh, he's eating them on the branch and then going back up. So, Leela wants to know about Popins.
Oh. Yes, I'll let you know, Leela.
Yeah.
As soon as I do them. I don't know when the next feasible time is that I would have 5 enamel pins. It's not like the sets of 4 metallic pins. I'm not sure how to get to a price point that people would find affordable that would cover my costs for putting 5 pins that complicated together.
We'll try to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either that or maybe I'll just make it like a set of 100 because I can't go broke making them.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Leela says, sorry to ask.
Oh no,
but
I'll tell you, Leela.
It's cool.
I promise you, we will tell you. I promise you.
I would.
Well,
I would think of you first, Leela.
Huh?
I would think of.
No, I'm gonna give one. I'm gonna give a set to Leela, however it is. So don't worry, you'll get one.
Yeah, we'll just. So you're gifting one to.
I'm gonna gift one to Leela.
You have that power.
Yeah. Huh?
I said you have that
Leela
power.
has that power. Yeah.
No, you have that power.
Oh, we're
you
both
can just
powerful.
gift things to people.
Yeah, I do.
I try not to do that because
give people things.
Yeah, like I
like
sometimes
art
will
stuff?
If someone
art
buys
stuff?
X amount at a show and they're like, I really like that one's like, okay, yeah, I'll give you that one. Things like that.
And you try not to do that?
No, I try not to do like what you like. If it was something like that, I wouldn't.
Oh,
because
are you criticizing?
That's more of a Jasmine decision than a Matt decision. Is what I'm saying.
I would agree with that.
Yep, exactly. Would you consider doing an Oz pin set, Jasmine?
Yes. You know what? Hey Matt, you know, I don't. I'll show this off, but I cannot be held liable for this. Get what you tried to bring over here earlier, Matt. That you were claiming was going to Pop Gallery next week. Get it? Okay. That's a Jasmine decision. Okay. So, I don't know when this year this is coming out. That we don't have the metal pins yet. This is just the mock-up for the packaging. But there is Adventures in Oz, which is a mini metal pin set. I also have in the works an enamel, or I have an enamel pin set that I wanted to, well, I'll tell you about that one later. I'm going to throw too much stuff at you guys. But this is the Adventures in Oz set. So we've got Dorothy and Toto. We've got the Tin Girl and Scarecrow. We've got Dorothy, Cowardly Lioness, I guess. And Glinda and the Wicked Witch. And they will be a set available sometime.
So Jen's texting me and it's like people are already asking about pin sets.
I'm so sorry. I didn't.
No, she was like, what's going on? And I told her I'll let her know soon about like what's going on. So.
Mm-hmm. No, don't ask Jen about the Wizard of but ask her about the Wizard of Oz sets. No.
Don't. That was a
Jesus
joke.
Christ,
That was a joke.
do not. No. For reals, people. No.
We need to get a kitty.
Yeah, let's get a cat. Let's stop giving away business secrets here.
Yes. Yeah, sorry for causing trouble. Sorry.
You guys just cause problems at Disney.
The thing is, we have a few projects going on at once, and
it's
difficult.
It's hard to figure out what order to do
so
things
it's
in. Yeah.
So we're
and,
I'm not.
And it's like I kept making stuff during last year, even though shows kept happening. So now it's like, well, I got this already designed, but there wasn't a MegaCon this year, so. Well, actually, MegaCon's going to be in August, so it just not this spring. And I don't know where the Wizard of Oz ones will go. Which kitty are you getting, Ben?
I'm getting Dine. She's on a little pillow. All 3 kitties are right here.
Are they all? Oh, I need to post those cute. Is Sunshine trying to get you?
Oh, ow! You hurt me so.
Oh, Sunshine.
I got attacked.
I'd say I have it on camera, but none of them are pointing at you.
Ow.
I have the audio. I have the audio of it. It will be in the background of the 911 call.
Ow! Sunshine, you're awful. Ow! My gosh, I wonder if my neck's bleeding.
Well, and you're gonna make me hold it? Okay.
Take this creature from me. Oh.
Weasel extraction project. Ow! 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 Yeah, she's just being awful. She's usually good. What the f, baby? Hi. Look, aren't you bad?
She's sad because we didn't let her outside.
She is sad. You don't go outside, honey. You only get to go outside at the reunion house.
Mother
Not at this
Pearl.
house.
Ow!
Manny, you have to make that horrible sound because you cursed.
I said mother of pearl.
I was joking. Well, that was Sunshine causing trouble and wounding everybody.
Amy Morgan won. Can't drop.
Yeah, so the next raffle will be for the zombie kitty pin. So the pin that goes along with the painting that I am doing right now. Cute kitty. And we will have these, well, first of all, if you are a Patreon pin collector, you will be getting her sent out very soon, right?
Oh yeah,
like in the next week or something.
Yeah, it's pretty soon.
Yeah. So these will be coming out next week or so. If you're a Patreon pin collector, the $25 tier, you automatically will get her shipped. You don't have to ask. We'll send it to you. We'll also have them up at Strangeling.com, my website, available worldwide. That would be usually after we send out the Patreon ones, because we always want to make sure we have enough for everybody.
I'm fine. I'm just... I'm dramatic. I'm dramatic.
Huh?
I'm being dramatic. I'm gonna look at my neck real quick though. It just stings. It's one of those things that's like you don't know if it's bleeding or if it's nothing. I think it's nothing though. I don't see.
Well, you see what she does with her hands all day. I mean, that's all in her nails and going under your blood. And it's just a little septic. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good luck. Maybe they don't like this painting I'm working on. It is sort of a resurrected cat. Maybe they have, I don't know, spiritual issue with it. What? This is what happens if you leave for 2 minutes. No, I was saying maybe the cats are acting weird because they don't like my painting. It is a resurrected cat. Maybe they take spiritual issue with it. Zombie kitty. The other paint, this one is called My Zombie Kitty because I did a painting called Zombie Kitty that had my mama wolf kitty before she passed. That is a super cute painting too. Did I do that one on Twitch? Didn't I?
Which one?
The Zombie Kitty, not My Zombie Kitty, but Zombie Kitty, the one that has mama wolf in it. With
gosh, I don't remember honestly.
I think, God. Did we have Mama in the? What did we have Mama during Twitch? Mama?
No, I don't think so.
Did we have Gamer the whole time we've always done Twitch?
I don't know if we had Mama. I think Mama had passed away already.
I think she might have done. She used to. I mean, I had the same desk then because I got lots of photos of her sitting next to me.
Oh, Sunshine's looking at the squirrel. You're a naughty kitty, Sunshine.
Sunshine, you are a damn squirrel. It's probably like your auntie or something.
She looks just like a squirrel.
She's about the size of a large squirrel.
She is basically Matt is going to turn into a werecat.
What's that?
Matt is going to turn into a werecat.
Yes.
That would I hope so.
Yes.
That would be sweet. Yes. My gosh. Really, Luna? Do you mean that? because I really, really do want to turn
Is she
into a werewolf.
prophesying? Or...
Huh?
Is she prophesying?
Yes. Cool. Should I look like, if I like stick my hand under a weird light, will I see like a cursed mark?
Sure.
Only
Your
Gamera on
fanfic.
Twitch or Rio or Sunshine, Leela says.
Okay, yeah.
Mama would have been too. We probably wouldn't have pulled her out because she would have been too sick.
Yeah,
And
yeah. But we didn't get Mama Wolf until we didn't get Gamera until after Mama had passed away. So that's
yeah.
If we had Gamera and we started Twitch, we must not have had her at the same time.
How long have we been without Mama? Doesn't seem that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago, but it was not long after that Gamera was trapped and we offered to adopt her.
Oh, okay, the mark will be on my neck.
Oh.
So, Mama was she was a Maine Coon.
She was a Maine Coon rescue. When she was rescued by a woman named Vicky Wolf, and she had kittens with her. So they had named her Mama Wolf. It's like saying Jane Doe or something. But she was a magnificent Maine Coon with like big fluffy hair and big pointy ears and wonderful teeth that stuck out. And it was such a good name for her. We kept her name Mama Wolf.
Well, Leela actually wrote a Man Coon.
A Man Coon.
If Mama if Mama Wolf would have attacked me, I would become a werewolf. Would be like a Man Coon.
A Man Coon.
part man, part Maine Coon cat.
Maine Coon
That'd be
cat.
awesome.
I love Maine Coon kitties.
They're so pretty. Sunshine, you go upstairs
Sunshine,
on
you're
your
horrible.
stairs of shame.
Yes.
I see. She's going slowly. She's looking at me.
Is she doing her F.U. daddy walking?
No, no,
Okay,
she's
good.
not.
You best not.
But I can feel her. I can feel her
Best not.
eyes burning into my soul.
Yeah, that's how kitties are. I was working on the little eyes of this kitty here. This kitty looks like
That's
it can
fine,
maybe
Leela.
burn
I like
some-
your comment. It
some
worked
soul
out well.
eyes.
Okay, so you know what? I have found the book. I
Oh,
brought the
you
book back.
you brought the book back! Yay!
So it's about halfway through the
Although
broadcast.
I have to say I really enjoyed. Thank you for humoring me by reading the story about Jeff the Mongoose.
Yeah, if you guys
last
weren't
week.
here last week, Man Were Coon, that's pretty cool. It's like Man
Oh.
Bear Pig.
Okay, yeah.
If you guys weren't here last week, we basically read off of the Wikipedia the story about Jeff the
talking
Mongoose, and he
The
was a
talking
talking
mongoose.
mongoose
In
that lived in the Isle of Man.
in the Isle of Man,
and
a
he was
Manx,
rumored to-
Manx mongoose.
Yes,
yeah?
and he was rumored to.
Because that's what Isle of Man. You say things are Manx, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
think
the cats.
so.
Yeah, like the cats.
Yeah.
Manx cats are from Isle of Man.
he was a Manx goose. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the people thought he could talk, and some people thought he was a poltergeist.
It was a very poltergeist
weird story.
situation.
Ninja Mongoose. He was and he would follow the family,
And he sang
to the
hymns.
market,
Yeah.
and he'd what?
And he sang hymns.
He sang hymns, and
Yeah.
he'd also say horrible things to people.
Yes.
And
That, yeah,
curse
that's
them.
kind of like
It
the
seemed like he
Exorcist
was
part of it.
He suffered from like
it was kind of
mongoose
poltergeist.
bipolar
Tourette.
issues.
Yes.
Yes, and that too.
Yes.
So he had his problems.
Yes.
As
Oh,
we
that's
all
what
do,
I said.
but
every mongoose I've seen seems to be on the spectrum.
mongooses
I love
mongoose
them.
are a bit
They're
strange.
close to my heart.
So yes, and I love ferrets, which are
Yes.
similar, but not quite. And they're
I like weasels and
there's a
stoats.
chunk of my heart that just lets ferrets live in them because I love ferrets so much.
They're kind of like
sweet little
heartworms.
guy.
Yeah, I love
He wore an invisibility cloak while out and about.
them.
That he was an industrious little guy. And
Oh yes,
yes, and
Jeff
he's
did.
remember
Yes,
he
did.
was born in
because they take
India.
him to the market, right?
What's that?
They took him to the market.
He kind of followed along like
Yeah, but
like
nobody could see him.
a far off dog. So-
This story does not bear close
Okay,
examination.
so we
folks.
have- We have the book that
Yeah, so you've got the actual book. Yeah.
Charles Berlitz, or as I like to call him,
Berlitz.
Chuck
Chuck.
Berlitz. Makes him sound a little different when we say Chuck Berlitz.
Chuck Berlitz, and this is like from 1980 something. So you think of Chuck wearing his.
So instead of
his-
Charles Berlitz's World of Strange Phenomena, I say Chuck Berlitz's World of Weird Crap.
Okay. We should look up Chuck and see if he's still around.
I'd like to have
And
an
a
afternoon
friend of the podcast.
and say, how many of these have been debunked? Do you hate Snopes, sir? Things like that.
Maybe he created Snopes, and the reason he did that is because he was always interested in the strange and unusual.
Do you want to flip through it and choose one? Or do you want me to
I
read them off
always
you?
do, but let's see.
Do you see
The
one?
money hole. Wait,
Money?
wait. Do you think the money hole could be Oak Island back before all the hoopla?
Could have been.
Or is it that well that's in those people's yards? Do you know what I'm talking about?
The turkey?
No, it's just a weird fucking hole. Or sorry, that's on. Don't you run to your sound mixer? Yes, but no, it was on. It was a call-in that was on Coast to Coast about 14 years ago. What are you saying? You don't remember?
Okay.
Anyways, that might be the money hole. I don't know if I care enough to look it up.
Sunshine.
Sunshine? What are you gonna be on my tabber right now?
She's looking
You gonna help me on my big painting? Okay.
You're gonna be nice or you're gonna be mean? You bad kitty.
The little people.
You're a naughty kitty. Oh, she did her.
Did she do her F you,
did you see
Daddy?
that? She went like that.
Did she? She has a gesture that means F
No,
you, Daddy.
It was.
Okay.
She did this
Oh.
with both her
Da,
feet.
da, 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 da.
Yeah. What you? Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, you know what? This
Yeah.
is a story I'm interested in. I could be wrong, but don't we know somebody who's like a writer about this, or maybe an expert on it? What happened at Roanoke, or somebody wrote an essay about it that we know. Okay.
It's,
What happened at Roanoke? The Lost Colony. I think that's what
I
they're
think
talking
Katie
about.
Wrote,
Did Katie write about it? Okay.
Katie did.
Yeah, somebody knew about it when we were talking
What's
about it.
coming up in conversation, Katie?
Katie, you are
just-
too
you
cool.
Just try that. Oh! I'm so mad
you
right
little
now.
red schoolhouse.
All right. Roanoke.
What happened at Roanoke? This is a story I am interested
Roanoke,
in. And it's a
not
true
to be
story.
confused with Rowan Atkinson.
No. I love Rowan Atkinson.
All right. This is it's a mystery story. Okay.
It's a true story. This
What-
is a true story. This is not any Jeffrey the Mongoose bullshit.
Okay. What happened at Roanoke? The first British child born in America was named Virginia Dare.
I know.
Her parents had sailed to the New World with a group of settlers who landed on Roanoke Island off the coast of North Carolina, and Virginia arrived
say-
shortly thereafter.
I was going to say Virginia is what they technically say it isn't, right?
Virginia's the girl.
No, the city or the state that Roanoke is in that's Virginia. Yeah?
I don't know.
Okay, good.
And Virginia arrived shortly after,
Not the girl Virginia.
on August 18th, 1587. The vessel that had brought the Dares and the others to new land eventually returned to England with all but 10 men aboard. Those men were left behind to begin a settlement. But when
because they'll all mate and they can mate with their children and
yeah, 10 guys don't really make babies, do they?
no, but they can grow food and then ladies can come over later.
But when the next ship
Women's
arrived,
History Month, huh?
the men could not be found. The second ship too returned to England, this time leaving 100 people to begin the
That's
settlement.
the one I hear about. That's interesting.
Sometime later, the next ship arrived, and its passengers again found the island empty.
And yes.
There was no trace of violence, struggle, or even a grave.
There is something written on a tree, though.
Only the word C-R-O, crow, carved in one tree, and Croatan, C-R-O-A-T-A-N, carved in another.
God.
Croatan, another island off North Carolina, was apparently the place the group had settled. But the ship's captain, fearing a lack of food and approaching winter, decided to set sail for the West Indies and winter there. By the time the next ship reached the island of Croatan, there again was no sign of the abandoned settlers. There was no sign of or story about an Indian massacre.
Why would there be?
There were no graves or markers, and save for an occasional tale of an Indian child with yellow hair or blue eyes, not a single one of the original 110 ever found.
Ew.
Although a subject of countless rumors and legends, the mystery has never been explained.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that you hear. One of the few interesting things about early American history.
Yeah,
But-
you can tell how old this book is because it doesn't say Native American.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Unless they're talking about people from India.
No, that's Jeffrey. That's Jeff the Mongoose.
Jeff the Mongoose was born in India.
Jeff the Mongoose came to the island
Yeah.
and attacked and killed everyone. He
You know,
ate them, and then he carved
mongooses
Croatan with his, mongoose foot.
God, it makes
in
me
the
think of
tree.
Roatan, like in Honduras.
Yeah, it's a weird one, Katie. I'm not sure what to think about it. I don't know what to think about it.
Well, the thing that they're hinting at that is maybe they just moved in and eventually married in and had families with the native people, and that's why maybe sometimes
without a
the grandkids
trace?
would be a blended ancestry or whatever. But, huh?
Without a trace, maybe they were
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
the Vikings.
trying to escape the people who sent them there.
Maybe so. Maybe they hung out for about 10 minutes after the England boats left, and then they went down to Florida.
Yeah, this isn't the only case of abandoned towns. Sometimes there are towns that have done that, and it's really weird. It's like, what happened here? It's like one would see a ghost town, but assume but it's like, the day before people were there. Aliens.
Yeah.
Aliens. I'm not going to say
I'm not
it was
saying
aliens,
it's aliens, but
but
no, that one doesn't say aliens to me. That says either what you're saying, and they kind of went AWOL, or maybe it was really harder to live there than they thought it was going to be, and they moved somewhere else, either to the island they said, or they lied, gave a fake forwarding address to their whoever indentured
is the island good for
their ass over there. What's
the island good to be inhabited? Do people live there now?
Roanoke, Virginia? Is that actually where it is now?
Did you ever look into the Dare rocks with messages on it from the Roanoke survivors?
Yes. I had heard those were fake. Is that true, or is that just people being grumpy?
I don't know. Some say they tried to sail back to England on their own and failed and got lost at sea. That could be true also.
I can see that. Or I could see them going to just another part of the United States, or one of the islands off of Canada, or one of the Caribbean islands, or trying to leave and get hit by pirates on the way back.
Right. This is not a case where you can call it BS or not. It happens.
No, it's not.
We just don't know what happened.
It just unexplained. Those stories are kind of good because it's not like, just an urban legend. It's like, no, it's something that really happened and we just don't know.
It's funny. Leela says maybe they left on another boat, but the thing is, even back then, when there weren't, the lines of communication were crappy. They weren't very good back then.
This is like before the Salem witch trials and stuff. Yeah, this is a long time ago.
But still, that's 100 people.
It is 100 people.
100 people can make a lot of noise. 100 people...
100 people in an area that does not have a lot of people.
Right.
And just has
and
native
they talk,
folks
and
who
they'd
lived there
say
a long
things,
time.
and they'd say things a week
There are
from
people
then.
who knew how to write and had journals at their disposal. Yeah, they didn't leave anything.
People are always obsessed with their heritage and where they came from and who their father was.
Yeah, I know.
They would continue to mention that, one would think. That's the problem I have with it.
Yeah, because, all of those 100 people probably had relatives in England or wherever, and they would be like,
I think
did none of them write postcards?
I think the girl in the mitten, and like Leela was saying, maybe they left on another boat. I think they did all die together. Probably on a ship in this ocean. I think that makes the most sense to me.
Maybe it was doing poorly. Maybe
I don't think 100 people can keep their mouths shut.
I don't think so either.
I think it's impossible. I think that you're right, girl. And that's a conclusion. So Katie says, I wrote my paper using the Dare stones. There was enough reliable research about it to get my theory enough to get an A on it. Yay!
Oh, okay. No, that's I like those, and those are interesting, and I've never heard them legitimately explained or debunked.
Starwin BC says, I read that they are hoping the DNA data will track the settlers.
They
have the descendants of those who return to England for comparisons.
Yeah, because you could say, hey, this person didn't die, they got grandkids.
But
they were 14 when they died. Yeah.
The mass death makes more sense to me than, because 100 people can't keep quiet. They just can't.
No.
We all know enough about human nature.
They can't have set up a settlement in Georgia and been like, don't tell anybody, but we're from England.
Right.
No.
Yeah. So
No, I've seen the riches. Like, one family can't shut up,
Yeah. Oh man, that sucked at that. they could make more of those.
Oh, that was a good show. Yeah, I love
The writer's
Indiana Jones.
strike.
Huh?
The horrible writer's strike years ago.
Yeah, that writer's strike
Messed
kind of
up so
ruined it
many
for some
things.
things that were happening. Yeah. But, you know, writers gotta get paid.
I'm just confused how movies are still coming out. TV shows are still coming out. So WandaVision came to an end, Jasmine.
Oh, I have heard. I have not seen a single episode of it, but I guess don't give spoilers to people. In our
I will
room.
not give spoilers. I will say that
Disney Plus is a friend.
it
of the
is
channel.
I
Yeah.
think it starts out initially clever and there's some dark aspects to it, but as everything's summed up in the end,
Mm-hmm.
I will say it's kind of wrapped in a nice little bow,
Oh, okay.
and it's
Did you like it?
I did like it. I would say in the end it's actually, I'm going to just call it cute.
Oh, that sounds dismissive.
It is a little bit dismissive because I think that
It's not grand enough for you.
the ending is good. It leads up to things. This is leading to something.
Oh, okay. This is not. It's not a finite. It's
right.
not a limited series.
Right.
Okay.
So
it's
but
like has
I
another
will say
season.
but I did enjoy them, and each individual episode has something great about it.
I haven't seen.
And
any
it
of
certainly
that.
is a part of the bigger Marvel universe.
I'm assuming it's basically like reading Rainbow.
But I would if I would rate it,
Mm-hmm.
I would give it a nice 7.5
Out of 100.
out of
Out of
10.
10.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Katie says WandaVision is leading to Doctor Strange too. I could absolutely see that.
Oh. I like Doctor
There are some
Strange. I like
reveals
the
in
film
there,
of it.
some things that Marvel people would already know,
Uh-huh.
but it has. I mean, the story is to be told. If we're gonna watch a movie that's about Peter Parker, we know he's eventually gonna turn into Spider-Man. So
Unless it never addressed it, that would be the.
that
way
would
to
just be a
handle
really
it.
boring show about this teenage nerd.
It could be a great show about.
No,
a teenage
Peter
nerd.
Parker's
And
life
it could just be a
isn't really
small
interesting
side
until
note that he's Spider-Man.
he's Spider-Man.
But you can make interesting stories about people that don't have to have anything magical.
It's not Degrassi, it's Peter Parker.
It could be like Euphoria, but it's superheroes, but that's not part of the
Well,
story.
I guess the same actress is in both.
Let me pitch this to you. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, I still
Sure.
want gosh, I'm trying to think what
What are you saying, baby?
I'm trying to think of the
Is it
guy,
a type
the
of
kid's name
sandwich?
from he's a grown up now. From
A kid who's a grown-up now?
yeah,
Is he an actor?
he is an actor. The
Is he
Sixth Sense, the
Haley
Haley Joel Osment.
Haley Joel Osment. You want to
I
see
want
him
him to
as
be-
Wolverine?
I want to see him
don't
as
you?
Wolverine.
Yeah.
I am not joking. I think that
I
he
know
could
you're
be
not
Wolverine.
joking because it comes up all the time.
Okay, the Hugh Jackman is.
And
yeah,
again, we do have a friend who is Wolverine, but it is not the Hugh Jackman, it's the voice one. So if you had Haley Joel Osment, would you want him to do his own voice?
I'd want him to be Wolverine.
Be him and act. Okay.
Yeah,
Not
I
him.
think that
Okay.
Haley Joel Osment could be Wolverine.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing about Hugh Jackman is he is a full foot taller than the Wolverine character.
Yeah.
Wolverine is shorter than everybody around him, except for a few people. I mean, it does not make sense that
Oh.
that Hugh Jackman is Wolverine in that regard. Wolverine's a little guy. He's short.
Yeah.
So I think that Haley Joel Osment, who is
That's
1
insane.
inch taller than Wolverine is in the comics, could pull it
so
off.
he's still taller than Wolverine. How tall is Wolverine supposed to be? 5'4", 5'5"?
I think he's 5'4".
5'4"? Oh.
I could, maybe he's 5'2". I don't remember now. Let's see how tall Wolverine is.
I don't know. I don't think you necessarily have to cast a movie based on how tall somebody is.
The part of originally part of the appeal, since I was short,
Oh,
with
because you're
Wolverine,
short. I see
he's
what
5'3".
you're saying.
Well,
Oh, it's
was
like
that
if
he
I
was short, and
complained
it did
that-
not matter. It didn't mess. I mean, he was still
I
Cool.
see. So it was inspirational.
in one regard.
Aspirational.
Yeah. Well, there you go. But I want to see Haley Joel Osment as Wolverine.
Would that inspire you?
No, I just want to see that Wolverine.
We can make this happen.
I was not fond of the Wolverine movies.
Oh, I did not see any
or,
of them. I'm sorry.
I
Would
think
I have liked? Well, you
every
didn't like them,
Jubilee
I
was.
probably
I think even Jubilee was taller than Wolverine. Probably. I mean, she looked to be in the comics.
Yeah.
So, and I know that's weird having Haley Joel Osment, but I really liked it. I think that he has a greater range than we've given him credit for.
I
We just think he's this funny little kid actor that
I
grew up and now he's in
I
these.
know that when somebody's a kid, it is not indicative of what a person's like as an
Right.
adult, but he was great in Six Sense, so that's fine.
The Logan movie is the only good one. I'm
The
not
only good
even.
thing about that was the preview, but that's the only
The
time
Logan
I liked
movie's
it. It had the
it's
Johnny
okay.
Cash song I like.
Yeah. What's that?
It had the Johnny Cash cover of the Trent Reznor song in the preview. Yes.
Yeah.
I only saw the preview.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I know a lot about Wolverine's the animal.
I think they try to make that one look dark. It's just really depressing, honestly.
Oh.
It's not. I think it's a depressing film that hits notes that are unnecessary.
You didn't find it inspirational.
No. The issue with Wolverine the movies is not that it's not violent enough to truly represent the character. Logan was the closest. Yeah, and then yeah,
I didn't.
I could agree with that. They have when the first X-Men movie came out, it almost felt like everyone was just cosplaying characters and they were acting roles. In my opinion, it didn't really work for me. But it was the only thing out around then. I mean, that was before the Avengers and whatnot.
Some
And
things get popular.
I mean, before the X-Men movie, I'm trying to think of if you really think about superheroes movies that were good. I think Spider-Man was good. What's that?
When did that not very good Fantastic Four movie come out? We only saw in Spanish when we were in Arizona.
I don't know. The 90 cartoons are different. Cartoons will can do things that movies can't sometimes.
See things no one else can see?
Exactly.
Real thing?
I took a potion.
Real slow pan.
Yeah, Jasmine and I got a little bit of time and we watched Big Trouble in Little China.
That's what I always do when I have
last
an hour and
last week.
Minutes.
Fantastic
that movie
film.
Is short though, isn't it? Every time I watch it, it feels like it's 10 minutes shorter.
I know, it went by so quickly.
I know, it's like, why can't you be one of the movies that's 3 hours long? Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble in Little China is a fantastic film.
God damn.
It deserves its cult following.
It does.
But Jasmine and I did not know each other when it came out years ago, but we
No.
loved it independently.
Yeah,
And that's always like, oh, you like it?
because he's still in San Francisco and always talked about it.
Yeah, and
And
it's
we'd
just
go
one of
there
those
and
things.
he'd always trying to find shirts like how Jack Burton wears in it.
Missed a button.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I love Lopian. It's a fun movie to talk about too. It's like, hey, which one of the
John
storms would you like to
Carpenter
be?
is entertaining.
Which character do you want to be? You know, there's a lot of. It has fantastic characters in it.
It does.
For such a short
It
film.
has a young Kim Cattrall.
It has story. Brian says Big Trouble in Little China is hilarious. It's funny as well.
It's very funny. It's action packed. It has interesting takes on Chinese peasant magic.
Yeah.
It has it shows a lot of cool stuff in San Francisco.
I think that
It has
it's
some neat monsters in it.
it's my favorite Kurt Russell role.
Not Overboard. Yeah.
What's that? Death
Not
Proof?
Overboard.
Oh no, not Overboard. No,
What
not
about-
Captain Jack.
What about the
Captain Ron. Captain Jack.
What about the one with the monkey when he was little in the Disney films?
No.
Okay. No, I agree. I go with Jack Burton every time.
A lot of people would probably say
You would agree.
Escape from New York.
Oh yeah.
But I
even
still
kind
like
of enjoyed Escape
I still
from
like
LA,
his role
but-
in Big Trouble in
Yeah,
Little
Big
China.
Trouble. He was good in sorry. The Hateful Eight. Yeah.
Starwin BC says it's too
Hateful
bad the
Eight,
sequel
is
to
it?
Big Trouble never got off the ground. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny, guys, is if you Google I can't remember his name.
Kurt Russell?
Not Kurt Russell, the guy who made the
Ken
film.
Russell. Huh?
The guy who made the film. Made the thing.
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter. If you Google John Carpenter and look at him now, he looks like Lopan
Mm-hmm.
when Lopan is old. Why does he
He's
look
awesome,
like Lopan?
Because he's bad.
It's very weird.
Because he's cool. Hey, John Carpenter does the music in Big Trouble in Little China too.
Oh,
The
so
score part.
the Soldier movie is my favorite. The one where
Soldier?
that's just Soldier. Yeah, Soldier is pretty good. I like that too. I mean, he got ripped for that.
I don't know if I've seen that.
I don't know. It is similar to Universal Soldier or
I was gonna say it's not the one that's Mario Van Peebles.
No, that's is that called One?
Yeah, Solo.
Solo. Gosh. That's Solo. He's a Mario Van Peebles is a cyborg in that.
Yes.
But I like that film too.
I know you do. That's how I know about it.
Soldier is Kurt Russell is part of a.
Wait, is he a cyborg?
No.
Okay, I don't know it.
Kurt Russell is part of a troop where
an army troop.
Yeah, so basically you know the Spartans, where the Spartans would kill off the weak young ones.
I am aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically they whittled through weak
Does it take
weak
place
like orphans?
Does it take place in Spartan times, or is
no,
it
it's 90s.
Okay.
Takes it shows.
But he's in the army, or no?
Something like that.
Is it a dystopia that is not our real?
I wouldn't go so far to call it a dystopia, but it kind of borders
so just
it.
the 90s.
So basically, they make super soldiers out of these guys that they weed through, and just with that are tough, and these guys have no emotions. They are just treated like they are treated. Yes, they are treated awful, but they've somehow just kept their emotions back. Now there's a new soldier that is all taking a bunch of steroids and stuff, and they're like the new brand that are supposed to take over. And Kurt Russell eventually has to butt heads with those new soldier versus old soldier, and it's actually pretty good. What's that?
And he's the old soldier.
He's the old soldier.
Okay.
He's the
so
old
it's
school.
Like Wall-E. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Soldier is my favorite. It's a lot like a movie of genres shoved into one: comedy, adventure, romance.
And Big Trouble in China.
Yes,
yes, it is. That's the thing I like about it. And I don't know. I just like that.
One film I remember from the '80s is Highlander. Yeah,
it won an award.
That's
Maddie.
not Kurt Russell.
Don't you remember?
But yeah, I remember Highlander as well.
Yeah.
Highlander TV show was good, but it took a very weird direction. I've seen a decent amount of the because of
TV show.
we have an obsessed brother-in-law.
Yeah.
He likes the TV show a lot. I don't know if it's ever explained, and the problem I have with the TV show, and they probably had to reverse engineer the story, because
backpedal.
Connor McLeod is the character from the movie.
Yes.
He is the Highlander.
Yes, yeah.
And he wins the prize at the end. He's the one.
Yeah.
There can be only one.
Well,
there are sequels to that
yeah.
where there are other ones, and that kind of didn't make any sense to me. Why are there any Highlanders left?
Yeah.
Highlander 2: The Quickening, they bring in aliens. Aliens are involved somehow. Then the TV show, there's still a bunch of Highlanders left, and I'm like, how could this guy be the one in the first film? And it makes zero sense to me.
Only one, and then there's a bunch of it's a little bit like,
and it's his cousin, Duncan
Lords
McLeod is Connor McLeod's cousin. It doesn't make any sense.
No. Well, if you think about him not having to live on the same time generational scale, it can kind of make sense, because it could be a cousin from a completely different generation off, like centuries or whatever. Right?
They would explain it. Connor McLeod is in an episode or two of the TV show. They know each other. It doesn't make any sense. It's a lie. There was more than one.
Okay.
It should be like, there can be only one. Wait, there are others? There can be several?
That is a little
There can only be several?
That is a little time lordy. It's a little bit like how Chaos is fighting Byron and everything, and then later on they go to a planet and it's all Chaos.
It's like when you're Mega Man and you fight the boss and you think you killed all the bosses, and then you have to fight them all again right before you fight Dr. Wily again.
Later on, the bosses are just regular bad guys.
Yes,
I mean,
it's like, what?
2 legs good now, huh?
Luna Star says, and then the female Highlander.
I
think they're called Immortals. The Highlander, I don't want to be too nerdy about it.
Things?
I think the Highlander is just referring to either Connor McLeod or Duncan McLeod.
Well, it's because he's from the Highlands.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's not like a
But it's
job
something
title.
that I do, and fans of the show, we just call them Highlanders, these Immortals. Mario Van Peebles is in Highlander 3, I believe.
Okay.
He's a magic guy.
Cool.
He killed a magician. There can be many.
There can be many magicians. So if you kill a magician, do you get their powers?
Yes.
Like if
Mario Van Peebles
killed
did.
Chris Angel, what powers would they get?
You basically get you get their abilities. It's kind of like, You know what it's like is
What?
the
Ravenous?
What?
Ravenous?
It's not like Ravenous. Not like your Ravenous film with your cannibals that you love
They're
so
not
much.
my cannibals.
Okay,
Not
anyway.
my cannibals, hashtag. Yeah.
Not- okay. No, where was I? No, it's like
Staying on topic.
the movie that has Jet Li in it, and he goes from universe to universe and he kills himself over and over until he becomes
What's
awesome.
that called? That's not Solo, but it might as well be. It's called
The
something.
One.
The One. That's, yes.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the one.
Yeah.
And it came down really the two.
Yes, because there can only be
What
one.
is it?
But
as
the
a-
guy who dies, he kind of...
I'm something something. I'm nobody.
I'm nobody's B-word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie, and he hit a guy with a
That
motorcycle.
movie was what it was, but it did it perfectly.
It's probably
Yeah.
aged poorly.
Oh my god, yes. I bet it looks like a bad video game now or something. I don't know.
So if you got,
It might
let me
not.
ask
I
you.
don't know.
Okay,
Big Trouble in
you
Little
guys don't
China,
have to
each
answer in the
one of
room. So basically, here's how it works. Let's say that I think there are like 26 universes. I'm making it up in the room. So
Mhm.
imagine there are
One for each
26
alphabet.
versions of yourself.
them. Okay.
If
A
you
through Z.
could go from universe to universe and destroy your other selves, but you would be able to collect their power, would
Giving
you
away my secrets, babe.
would you do it? Would you kill yourself to get a little stronger? Is it murder? What is it?
I would set up a citadel, and it would be like,
Rick and Morty?
and I would be the only one invited.
I don't think that's how Rick and Morty work. But would you do that? I mean, it is a question of
No, why would
moral.
I? I've got enough powers. What do you mean? What powers would I
The
get?
thing is, you would get that much more. If there's like Jasmine Painter in another universe,
Mm-hmm.
you kill a Jasmine, and then like all the remaining Jasmines would be a little bit better. You'd also be scarier, tougher.
I would gather. Actually, I would kind of citadel it in that I would ask the other Jasmines what they want to do.
So Luna Lithia
That's what I
says
would
yes. Jajoki Mom says no. Katie says sounds like Jet Li, the one movie. That's what we're talking
That's
about,
what we're
Katie.
talking
I
about.
said
God,
that, Katie.
God, Katie.
You quit watching your football game, buddy, and you start listening to this room. We just mentioned Jet Li.
Yes, we were talking about Jet Li, the one, and Matt was saying if that were to happen for reals, would you
You
do
get
it?
a camera for that.
But no, I would ask the other Jasmines and ask them what they thought. And if, like, maybe we thought it would be worth sacrificing, like, half of the Jasmines. to
Okay,
get the
that's
other
what I'm
half.
thinking. So Rocket Girl makes a really good point.
Mhm.
If you don't kill yourself might come kill you. If you have the idea that you might want to start killing other versions of you, then you're no doubt your other versions feel that way too.
Well, I don't know. What about the Rick who wants to get ice cream?
That's Rick and Morty is not the one.
Oh, shut up. No, yeah, I know.
That's not,
Actually,
that's-
that's actually not a real sequence either. That's a fake sequence that he's doing when he's under.
yeah, and there's
yeah.
one that just likes to make things out of wood too. I mean, it doesn't.
No, I was talking
Yeah.
about the one when he's like, no, it's a different type of Rick, and he's trying to come to him. That's the time he's making first contact with multi-dimensional travel.
Could I do it like the horror movie Us
Oh,
and switch places if the person's life is bad? I haven't seen Us yet.
Yes, I have, and yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah, combine the idea with the one a little bit with Skeleton Key.
You could,
Kurt
but
Russell's,
the thing is, you wouldn't have their
stepdaughter.
memories.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know yet.
Hmm?
Like if Matt number 26 went and killed Matt number 19,
Mm-hmm.
his reality is a little bit different. He'd have friends that I don't know. If I killed him off, I don't know if I'd know who they were or not. So if Matt 19's life is better, I don't know.
I just can't believe that there are 26 universes and you've decided to number them instead of letter them. We have 26 letters.
I just made up a number. I don't remember
Yes.
how many the ones are.
You said there were 26, so I would assume that you're going to go through the
Well,
universe
you know what?
A, B, C,
Because-
D, E,
Because
through
in
Z.
the universe 23, there are 27 letters.
Hmm.
My friend.
My flying hoverboard.
So I don't know. It looks like you guys. I mean, it does beg a lot of questions. The
But
thing
what
is,
are the powers? I mean,
I'm
is
just
it gonna
killing them
help
all,
you to
says
be
Luna.
10% stronger? Would it help you lift boxes? I mean,
oh yeah,
what?
yeah.
Oh.
You would be in the one. He keeps getting stronger and stronger.
Maybe I already did, and I'm the one.
You'd be way more stronger than the people around you.
No, I started off just really failure to try.
Well, then that may be.
It made me like regulars now. I don't know.
Katie says DC Comics having 99 Earths, the TV series did a huge crossover. It got nuts.
Oh wow, 99.
I'm not assuming my current self would be the one with the best life.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people probably are thinking that. It's like
not everybody can live their best life all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're frozen.
Oh, am I also on?
Oh wait, I think my screen's frozen. Never mind.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like an episode of Doctor Who.
It does, but actually, I talked about that at the beginning with Time Lords, didn't I?
Well, yeah, I mean, these are concepts that we probably
these
just
are concepts we
kind of
know. Those of
you're
us who
driving
have
around
watched
the
a
road.
certain amount of movies know about philosophy. Yes.
You're driving down the road and you just think, oh, I wonder if there are other universes and I could kill them, and then there's only so much chi they have, and I get their chi or whatever.
That's not even my original.
I'm not sure on what to do, says Leela.
Like,
I don't know.
No, I'm just gonna worry about this all night.
You know what? I'd like to do, like Jasmine says, make a sit. I would try to befriend the Mats.
Yeah, you have the only party in the world and the only person you want to be there. Yeah, it's
I'd
great.
say, I'd say, hey guys, it's fun. It's nice to meet you, other Mats.
Sounds lonely.
It's like, gosh, aren't we Mats? Yes, we are very
like,
Mats.
Hey, do you want to play Mad Libs? Why bother? You want to play poker? Why bother? I mean, would some of them be smarter than you? Or?
Probably.
If some of those had individually killed other people, would they be like a factor 10 mat, and then everything would go up by factor 10 if they were an alpha mat?
Killed somebody or killed another mat?
Killed one of the mat. Like one of them's an alpha mat who's killed 22 mats, and then you.
No,
killed
we
him.
all gain. All the rising tide.
But so a rising tide raises all boats.
Yes, you all gain.
But so it wouldn't matter which one of them was doing it.
No.
I would fail to see the advantage, and thus I would fail. All the other Jasmines would fail to see the advantage.
That may be, but you may have slightly different experiences.
That sounds like a disclaimer on a box. That's homeopathic.
So are you rolling your eyes for the giveaway, Fairy Bell? Because all I see is that same icon.
I think she's rolling her
Brian
eyes
Not
at
Brain
you,
says
Maddie.
it's interesting to think about, because that would mean that society as a whole across 26 universes all have some superpower, cross-dimensional murder.
Well, yeah, that's true. They would all that would suck if that was the only superpower. I mean, what would that? How's that really useful? Can you kill other people or only yourself? Like, if I killed all the other Maddies but kept you, you'd be a super good Maddie? Or would you have to kill the other Maddies?
You could go kill. I think that you could go murder the other Mats.
Okay, I would take the other 25 Jasmines. I'd ask them to kill their Maddies so we'd have a really good Maddie.
No, I'm scared of you.
And,
So they wouldn't want to kill their Maddies?
They would want there to be a really good one, at least somewhere. Abstractly. No.
Man,
I love you, kind of. No.
Yeah. Now I'm. You guys heard it. It's on record now. Seeing myself in another world would be freaky, says Leela. Rocket Girl says a super good Maddie. LOL.
Leela, we know and love. What's that?
A super good Maddie. LOL.
Yeah. Like better than regular.
Yeah.
I don't. Well,
I did notice that I lifted the car the other day. I assume that Jasmine's are doing her job.
What I would like you to do is to tell me some power other than being, quote, stronger that would be worth getting. Other than being able to lift heavy boxes. I forget. You lift heavy boxes all day. I don't especially.
I'd have to watch the movie again to see if they get more clever and stuff. I don't remember.
They don't seem to. They seem to only get better at Jet Li type style martial arts.
Did they only get? Yeah, those of you who've seen it more recently, did he only get better at martial arts? Star One BC says
he gets faster.
Kill all but one Maddie, and all the other Jasmines keep trying to kidnap him.
Aw, that's true. Then it's an interdimensional argument between the 26 Jasmines who gets the Maddie. And wouldn't you like to be that Maddie?
Now, what if Jasmine killed these other Mats to make you better? I think that's what she's saying.
Yeah, that's what that's why it hurts me more than it hurts him.
Katie said super speed. but they don't get
Yeah,
smarter.
they get really fast. But that's, I think, to help Jet Li keep fighting. Yeah.
Well, you could be an MMA fighter. You'd win every match.
That's true.
Rocket Girl says, so if you're good and you kill yourself 10 times, you're getting gooder and gooder and gooder to the point that you are the goodest?
What if you
via
commit
murder?
suicide?
Yes.
What if you kill your own person?
Then it helps the other ones.
So, if I could get all the other Jasmines to do that...
This is getting dark.
I bet I could get the other Rowdies to do it.
No.
Yeah, oh, okay, sorry. Anyways, zombie kitties. Kitty cats get to kind of do that, though. They kind of get just more lives, I guess.
What varnish does Jasmine use? I varnished a painting
that's
of
a
mine,
good
but it
question.
turned out streaky.
I use this in a very specific way, and I do have there is a Twitch video that I've archived on YouTube that is an all varnishing episode, so if you really want to get in on it, and how I do start to finish, that's what I do. Usually I use Liquitex Professional Gloss Varnish. What I do is I take a rag, I get auto detailing rags that are lint free and don't have any sharp edges or strings hanging off of them, and I will make them just slightly damp. I will pour this into a plastic plate, usually, and I'll do a layer really super thin with a damp rag, hair dry it, do another layer, usually maybe around 25-ish layers, and then it's done. And it works really well. It's my favorite way to varnish. There's a million ways you can varnish. With our canvases, we do it differently for the canvas prints. Matt does that, and that's a sprayer, because we do a bunch of them at once.
Right.
That's
the spray is
different
nice
than
because it generally puts on an
hand-painted ones are
even
different.
coat.
Yeah.
And the spray we use is self-leveling.
Yeah.
So it makes it nice and even. And
that's the one thing that I would always say too with varnish, whatever type you're gonna get, make sure it says somewhere on it non-yellowing, because sometimes the varnish, after they start to kind of oxidize after a while, and it makes it kind of look old or something, and you have to revarnish it. So if you get a non-yellowing one, it will just look like it's clear but just shiny.
Leela says, just one Nigel is enough for me.
Aw.
Brian says,
Is that a
imagine if
question?
multiple versions of yourself had the same idea to kill a particular version of yourself in one universe.
Mm-hmm.
It would be an all-out Royal Rumble with different versions of yourself at the same time.
That
Sounds kind of scary.
That sounds like my mornings.
I eat that idea for breakfast.
I eat that idea.
So, Crispy says, so the more you kill, the harder it is to kill the rest. Absolutely.
That's true. That's
but you're
why
also
it
harder to kill,
innately
too.
makes that kind of self-leveling system.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the info.
Oh, sure, yeah. And if you do check out my YouTube channel, Jasmine Beckett, there is a Twitch episode from maybe 2 years ago that is nothing but me varnishing.
We are so close to the raffle,
Oh,
guys.
shoot. Hey, guys, that is the zombie kitty pen.
It's going to
The
happen.
painting I'm painting right now.
All right.
I'm gonna zoom
pick
this
the
painting
winner.
in a bit.
Fairy Bell.
Hey, were you just talking to them?
I was. I don't know if they're still in the room, though. They have not talked in a while.
Oh, no. It's going. No. There we go.
All right. I'm going to put instructions in the room. And just follow those follow those instructions.
Follow those instructions. Contact Matt. And Fairy Belt, you're getting a pin, and I will put it in the little package. And actually, we'll probably give you one that isn't so grubby. And then I will sign the package, and we'll mail it to you.
Yepers.
At the address you provide after you contact Manny.
All right. So that is so it's 1 hour. Oh, I need to start the next raffle. Do that.
Do you mind pushing or not pushing pause? Put it on pause for a second so I can run the bathroom.
1 moment.
After you've done.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna
We're gonna push pause
little
and
commercial here.
commercial break. Be right back.
right, we are back.
We are back. Yay. See, I haven't really done anything yet. Got the actual pen. I'm looking at her to kind of remind myself where I want some of the colors at. With the actual painting is a lot more detailed than the pen design, so there's a lot more detail in the hair and different lines of color that aren't addressed or don't really change a lot in the pen because the pen's obviously simplified into like 5 colors. But with the painting, I want to make sure I kind of have the warm, kind of rusty blood colors and some of the ochre and give her kind of the gray hair, but with some of the highlights. But I want to bring some of that red into it also. And I also want to, and since the only other color on this is gray really on the pen, I want to add some sort of complementary tone to the ochre. So I might add some purple kind of highlights or purple kind of smoke happening or something. Not sure how I'm going to do that, so forgive me if I randomly put purple stuff places. So.
I like the word ochre. Sounds like
I do
ogre.
too. Yeah, it does.
You like carbuncles?
I do. Do you mean the gemstones, or do you mean the horrible growths that can happen in your skin?
Either.
Oh. I like the gemstones.
The gemstones.
Yeah, sure. Carbuncles. That is, they can, red carbuncles are actually rubies, are they not? And green carbuncles are emeralds?
I don't know.
Okay. I always remember carbuncles is one of the cheaper, or the less valuable gems that you get when you're like a dungeon master playing D&D and you're coming up with prizes, loot, you know?
You get a
carbuncle, man. You're like,
did
I
a
got
good
10
job.
carbuncles. What are they?
You are
I don't
rewarded
know.
a
Sell them to an
carbuncle.
innkeeper. What's that?
You are rewarded a carbuncle.
Like, no, it's one of those warty things that grows on your nose.
Very good. 3 carbuncles
3
for you.
carbuncles. You don't want to be punished with a carbuncle.
Yes,
No.
I have a whip. A whip made of carbuncles. For every time you cry out, you get another
Oh,
3 carbuncles.
The movie that you're talking about with the lady who was in the Wild West shows, did you remember if that was a whip or is she just a
I didn't
sharpshooter?
look it up. Alien Outlaw.
Alien Outlaw,
I think
yeah.
that she just shoots guns.
She's like a sharpshooter like Annie Oakley or
I think
something.
so.
Okay.
What Jasmine's talking about is
It's sheer insane nonsense
it's on
always.
riff tracks.
It's a real movie too.
Alien
But there is a
Outlaw.
riff tracks for it. And it's called Alien Outlaw.
Has
I believe it
3.5
has like
on
5
IMDb.
Has what?
3.5 on IMDb. 18% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
It
Double
says initial
digit.
releases in 2004.
That's bullshit. No, what year was that? No, maybe that's when it finally got released. Like it was in the. I would definitely give that if I had a 17% on Rotten
2004?
That did not end in 2004. I think it's 1989 or something. Isn't it?
Okay, here it says 85.
85. Yeah,
That makes a lot more sense.
Okay. I was gonna call shenanigans.
No one in this room knows what Alien Outlaw is.
Well, they are missing out. It is not a good movie, folks. If you do watch it, watch the riff tracks available at rifftracks.com.
And except for a few key things, particularly surrounding Jasmine's arts, we give very few good suggestions. as far as
I give good food suggestions, restaurants, entertainment.
yes,
Well, not this sort of entertainment.
watch only if you have an interest in old cowboy stars. It says.
Watch the
I think
riff
it's
tracks.
shooting. I don't think there's whip involved, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Who's the dude who? Wait! I just thought of his name. Lamar. No, the guy who is the whipmaster dude who is on also some riff tracks.
That guy's weird.
And
I
there's
don't
an
know.
alien one of that. The one with like the sorority house with all
He
the
just
ladies.
kept whipping people.
Yeah, it was great. No, it was a terrible
Oh,
movie.
thank you so much for the
But
follow up.
he's in
Kathy.
2 movies that are both on riff tracks, or maybe when they're on MST on Mystery Science
I
Theater.
don't remember.
I can't remember, but they're one of the ones where people are riffing them, making fun of them, and one of them is like bad guys, like serial killers, and the other one is like aliens or monsters. But they're the same premise, and the dude with the whip, and the guy with the whip, I can't think of his name. He's got some old cowboy star sort of name, like you'd see on a Wild Bill Hickok poster or whatever.
Sure.
Not Lamar Jackson, something It sounds westerny.
Yeah,
Louis L'Amour.
I'd
Jones.
Google,
I can't-
like-
What is it?
I'd Google like men with whips, but I think it might
Watch
pull
out,
up other
baby.
things.
What?
I think it might pull up other things.
Okay. Yeah. Circuses and stuff.
Yes, I'm,
Animal cruelty.
and I have a fear of the circus.
I have a fear of the circus too.
I don't have a fear of the circus. I just happy that I just want animals to be safe.
Well, that too.
Fear of the circus.
I remember when I was much younger, I was very afraid of circuses because I was afraid of dying in a fire. I think when I was a little kid, I read the story about that fire where everybody got trapped in the circus tent.
Yes.
In Chicago, I think.
It is scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And I was always really afraid that would happen. And then I was kind of dubious of circuses to begin with. I never cared for that. And sometimes they're not nice to animals.
Yeah.
I want none of it.
Luna says, I hate the circus.
Yeah, screw that. If things like, and I do have family, I mean, some of my family grew up doing that, like being in circuses and being aerialists and things, and that is very different. Things like Cirque du Soleil or acrobatics and stuff that are just people in them. That's kind of cool. Everybody decided
Clowns
to
just
be
acting
there.
stupid.
Huh?
Clowns just running around acting
I
stupid.
don't think that.
Jugglers.
Yeah, maybe I just don't like circuses.
People sometimes they'll have like a guy on a motorcycle.
It sounds like Walgreens.
I remember going to some circus as a kid, and there was a guy who did the motorcycle on the
Cage
sphere.
of death thing?
Cage.
Yeah, or sphere of
Yeah,
death,
but I don't know. I mean, it's just he's going around the motor. I don't understand how he's.
I don't understand sitting watching
deathy.
that and calling it entertainment.
I think it's kind of. It was neat.
No, it looks fun as hell to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know about like sitting in a stadium and watching somebody do it. It's like, isn't there?
I like sitting in a stadium watching
Picnics
people have
to
the
have?
time of their lives and paying for it. It makes me happy. It's like, man, that guy's having so much fun. I'm so happy I paid $15
it's
for
like when
this.
people watch people on the Kelly River Rapids.
The Kelly River Rapids?
No, the Kelly River Rapids.
Oh, Kelly River Rapids, okay.
The Kelly River Rapid Rewards
The Kelly
program
River
from
Rapids
Southwest.
are a little bit different.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Kelly Ripa.
Are you talking to shit on Kelly River? What's wrong with her? She do something wrong? Oh no, is she?
Kelly Ripa?
Yeah,
She's fine.
I
The
don't
room's
know
gone
her.
quiet.
Kelly Ripa.
People don't have an opinion about Kelly Ripa
I don't
or the
think
circus.
I do. I don't know her.
Oh, she
She
seems
has very
alright.
shiny hair. Huh?
She seems alright. She was Haley on like.
She was Haley on All My Children.
Yeah. Yes, she was.
Yes, she was
See,
Haley on All
we-
My Children. Who's trying to say
We
she
are a
wasn't?
mountain of important knowledge here.
I
We know about Haley
I have
from
a lot of
All My Children.
I have a lot of knowledge. Yeah, there you go.
It's arcane knowledge
Yes.
of Haley.
Forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden and esoteric and
Esoteric.
and
occult.
basically we have secret knocks around here.
We have a lot of.
Yes, you have to have a secret knock to get past square one, buddy.
Yeah.
After that, it's ritual after ritual just to get
No.
a wafer of food around here.
Kinda.
Aradovich says sometimes the audience is more entertaining than the event. I know exactly what you mean. One of my hobbies is people watching. I adore listening to people, and I like to listen to their dialogue.
Orlando is a great
conversations.
place
That
to
sounded-
people watch because you get people from everywhere, all walks of life, people from all over the world.
Katie says I enjoy the circus took up juggling. Hey Katie, do you
Hey, juggling.
you can
is
juggle
a
at the
great
Ren Fair
thing.
now?
Yes,
The Ren Fair has a lot of the components that a circus has.
it does.
Leela says, well, folks, excuse me, but I have to go to bed now
Time to
as
go
I
to
have an
bed,
early start
Leela.
tomorrow. So
Okay.
take care, take it easy, and see you next time.
We'll
Hugs
tell
to
you
all.
if you win anything, Leila. I'll tell you about the Pope pins. I really am going to give a set to Leila, no matter what, even if it's like something fancy and they only make 5 pins or something.
I'll set one aside for it.
Yes.
Glenda says, I'm working on my Frost Dragon diamond painting as I listen to both you
hey!
chat. We should be getting our diamond
we'll
painting
get our-
soon.
A lot of people have been already getting their ones from the other thing, the Diamond Painting Club.
Yeah.
Or wait, I forget. It's some combination there of those words within.
I don't know what that means.
Clowns and jugglers.
Thank you so much. You are
Swings
awesome.
and roundabouts. What's up?
Lila says, thank you so much. You are awesome.
Aw, you're very welcome, Layla.
Poppins. It's like Poppet in
Mary
Poppins.
Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins?
That's it all.
What's that?
Yeah.
It's a little bit darker.
Yeah.
So, okay, do you guys in the room think Nanny McPhee was kind of ripping off Mary Poppins?
I never saw Nanny McPhee. Did you?
Yes.
Did you see it with the kids or something?
I
Or the
think
nieces and nephews?
so.
Did you watch it on Airplane?
I don't remember. It was a while ago. Has what's her name in it?
I've never seen that. What's it?
Lila says never saw it. I forget the
Who's
actress.
what's her name?
Famous actress. Glenda says, I
Helen
did not
Mirren.
know the Diamond Painting Club carried your painting.
Who's Diamond Painting? I don't know. I don't know if they have them yet. They're supposed to, I think.
Definitely a ripoff and kind of a weird concept. I
The
remember
Diamond,
that.
the Nanny McPhee. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like, this is Diamond Painting's rip. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Crispy Critter says, yes, it was. They think it's, so far.
I think it's a
ripoff.
knockoff of Mary Poppins.
Well, Nanny McPhee.
It's not a parody, is it? Like Sherry Bobbins or
No.
Okay.
Nanny McPhee, if I remember right.
Is it Emma?
Like,
Oh wait, who plays her?
I don't remember,
Okay.
but it's famous British actress.
Julie.
Who plays Nanny McPhee, guys?
Emma Thompson.
And anyway, Nanny McPhee is, at first, she's kind of like a bit of a hag. Emma Thompson.
I said that.
Yes, Emma
You
Thompson.
can tell I said it because this is recorded. In
Okay,
archive.
no, I'm confirming. So,
I haven't seen your film though.
so
Nanny
Nanny McPhee is
yeah.
a bit of a hag at first, but as she helps the children or the family, she slowly loses bits of, like, if let's say she had a hunchback one day, and she did something good for the family, like the hunchback's gone the next day, and she slowly becomes Emma
Vanessa
Thompson over
Redgrave.
time,
No,
losing her warts and her hunchbacks and her
is it
and her
like
weird teeth and stuff like that.
A sort of moral lesson to women to be good house moms or whatever.
I don't remember. Lots of
A Pretty
similarities, but
Woman is a
Nanny
good
seemed to deal
mother.
with problem kids better than Mary.
I get it confused with Super Nanny, which I've also not
It seemed like
seen.
Mary Poppins would just force them to clean, and that
I love
that they
Mary,
would.
Mary Poppins is fine. I loved the Pale Travers books. I read those over and over again when I was like
Okay,
7.
so Girl in the Mitten said the kids are more of a handful in Nanny McPhee. Okay, so
Is
let
it
me
like
add
the Cat in the Hat?
maybe.
Okay.
So let me add another element. Do you think that Nanny McPhee is a combination of
Cat in the
Mary
Hat?
Poppins and like those TV shows where a British nanny comes and yells at
Super
the American children?
Yes. And Cat in the Hat.
And the Cat in the Hat, because Jasmine needs to get the Cat in the Hat.
I'm painting a cat.
Okay, there you go. The kids were more of a handful.
I was thinking about the kids being bad.
I
too.
couldn't tell what the relation the oldest girl was to everybody because she marries the dad.
That's gross.
What? Huh?
I have a friend who married her stepdad. Sorry.
What? The little girl marries her dad? Valablue says she has lessons to teach. Siren Moon
she
says
sounds
kids
fun.
learn more about accountability and independence.
I like a good children's
Mary Poppins
movie about
meets Dennis the
accountability.
Menace.
What's that? A Dennis the... Oh, okay. Like the
Daily?
kids are
Like in a
pranky?
grotto? Where do they meet?
Like Batman and Mr. Wilson?
Nanny 911. Yeah, it's that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Nanny 911 or... Yeah, and it's like, you awful children.
Gotcha.
And then
I
suddenly...
know exactly what you're
It
saying.
is called Diamond Art Club. I see one on their site, but I don't want to buy if it's not. No, the Diamond Art Club
Diamond
is
Art
good.
Club. They are good people. They're
they're
good people.
fine.
I'm sorry. There are 2 companies that licensed them around the same time, and I don't know which ones are out yet. Diamond Art Club is definitely a licensed one, though, right?
Yeah.
Maybe? Okay.
Yeah.
So which one? Do they have pictures on them?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Can people tell me? Like, if they make pictures?
I'll
Can you tell me?
yeah, I'll
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna look.
You don't have to go look. I just like to know. So if people ask me, I don't sound. Like, I don't know.
See, a lot of people don't understand. This is the nature of the beast.
How
Sometimes
would I know unless somebody
licensing is weird sometimes.
No, if somebody
and people
20
don't
years
always...
ago said, "Hey, this painting
Oh, look!
that
As soon
you
as I
did
go there, I
fine."
see Spangler, Jasmine.
Oh, Spangler's up there. I've known him since I was a child, like 7.
I'm gonna type in.
Randy Spangler. He's one of my neighbors at the Kansas City, also at the Rim Truck. What's funny is when I see him now, I realize he's not like all that much older than me, but I remember thinking he was an old man when I was little because he was friends with Sonia's grandpa. Isn't that funny, Maddie? Yeah.
Yeah, I see 2 in here.
Okay. Are there only 2 that they licensed?
I thought they had more.
Did they have more and they sold out already?
I don't know how they operate.
That's what happened at Craftably. They sold out before I even know they had them. But they made more, so...
Yeah, I only see 2 right now.
Which pictures are they?
Angel de los Muertos and Valentine Masquerade.
How?
I don't know.
Wait! Regular Valentine Masquerade.
Yeah.
Not Clockwork, not the one I just
Correct.
did.
Correct.
Okay, those are odd choices, but those are nice. Huh, okay, cool. That's fine. That's nice. If I could get somebody to, like, I don't know, tell me those things.
Maybe I could talk to him or something.
Okay.
Mimi says, I'm sorry, I have to run now. Bye, Mimi.
Bye, Mimi.
That's cool. You don't have to apologize.
Oh, yeah. We'll tell you if
I'd have to apologize if I left.
We'll tell you.
Iradovich said the lady who married the father was a servant in the house that the children passed off as one of the girls.
That seems
That's
even more
creepy.
problematic. Yeah. Was she a paid servant or is it even awful?
I don't know.
Okay.
Katie says I've only seen 2 so far on that site for. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
I guess
maybe it's very new because I haven't. That could be why I haven't even heard about it yet. Maybe they're in the process of adding them, but I don't know. But we'll find out, and you'll be the next to last to know.
Hoo-hoo.
Yes.
Yay. Yeah. Angela has been super excited about the possible post set, but super sad now that you're only making 1.
What?
What do you...
What the hell are you talking about? Who's saying this?
Leela and Angela have been taking turns asking each week, and it seems when it will be out. Is there any way I can pay for a set for Angela? Money isn't a major consideration at this point.
I can't
If
make
the
one
cost
set
gets
of
really
anything.
high-
I'm saying I might. No,
I think you did not understand what's going on.
No, I'm not just gonna make one set of any pen. That would be impossible. I have a minimum of 100 I have to make. So there's always gonna be 100 of every pen.
That would not make
I would give
sense in any regard.
Leah, I'm gonna give Leela a present of one. Is that what she heard? No, I'm not gonna make
understand.
one pin of anything. People's no,
that would be like
that
a
would
huge...
cost like $3,000 for one pin.
Yeah, it
$4,000
wouldn't
or
make any
$5,000
sense.
for one pen. Why would I? No.
Yeah,
No.
You said 100 earlier.
Yeah, maybe
You said you would give.
Make
Yeah.
like a set of like 5. It's 5 different images together on one card, probably. Each one's an enamel one. It's not like the metal mini pens. You can't. I'd have to make a minimum of 100 for each design in order to make them all. So that's always going to be the smallest amount.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I think that you didn't understand.
You can go back and listen to the archive.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna just make one of anything. Maybe I was being silly, like, it's not very commercially viable to try to make 5 of the most complicated pins ever and try to make a profit at it if it costs me more than I'd usually charge to make them to begin with. Then how much could I charge for them? I'd feel like a jerk charging $100 for a set of pins. But then I'd feel like a jerk if I made them come out 5 separate pins and somebody couldn't get all 5. So, as long as everybody feels bad.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. I don't...
I'm being
Yeah,
silly.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Wolfish Kitty says, hello from Australia, can't stay, but wanted to say that it's an honor to get the chance to meet you. You've inspired me, and your art has helped me for many years.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for dropping in to see us here on Twitch.
Glenda says that one of the sets is currently sold out.
What
on the
set?
Diamond Art Club, the Valentine Masquerade.
Is that? Oh, I see. Is that like? Are they kits also? Do they come with the?
I think they're a kit.
The little rocks you glue on them come out?
Elhurt says, "Ooh, love the purple color."
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is coming. Actually, I should probably zoom out.
Katie says, "I got a Fable."
Oh, from
named
Amy?
Pinto. Named Pinto. Super excited to take him to the Arboretum and other places.
She got one from Amy. Does she know Amy?
I promote Amy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got
and
fables and things.
I told as many people as I could,
Amy
but some
from
people already know
Glastonbury.
Amy from the room.
Cause what?
Some people already know Amy that are fans of yours.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's just so funny when I know somebody from like a little town in the middle of nowhere, and then somebody in my hometown in Kansas City knows my friend from
Fables.
England.
Fables rock.
Fables are awesome.
Yeah, I want her to make a ton of fables and a ton of money.
Yeah, they go together. Amy's super cool. I like her a lot. She's one of the people I always look forward to seeing when we are in the UK.
Glenda's ordering Angel de los Muertos now.
Hey, all
Okay,
right.
cool.
Well, yeah, that is definitely a license thing then, the Diamond Art Club. So yeah, they've got some designs. I guess one's sold out. I hear, but they'll probably get more soon.
She has a group on Facebook and has done a few adoptions in it.
Oh, Amy does. Cool.
Yeah, I don't. Is it the same?
Is it
maybe
the
it's
Fables
the same group
group?
I'm in?
It might be because I know that's like.
I know that
what she shares.
She's
like,
been
on
like if she
Glastonbury.
posts something, it's gone.
Yeah,
She does really well.
she should. She's good. I love how
I don't
she's
have my
often-
Fable here right now. I'd show you guys what I was talking
the
about.
reunion.
But for those of you who know, they're really cool.
They are. It's really neat at some of the shows in the UK. Amy will often set up with the Fables. Will set up next to the Frauds.
Yeah.
So, like usually, if there's the stage where they kind of use like the 3-dimensional things like sculptures and dolls and like Terry English will be up there with like a bunch of like handmade armor.
He's always up on the stage.
He's
Yeah.
always on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at nighttime it turns into concerts and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, we
But
have
in
to
the
break it down.
daytime we use the ballroom, and so we use the stage to put,
Yeah.
But yeah, Brian Froud will have stuff up there, and you can go look. I really miss that atmosphere. I'm looking forward to getting
So
back.
many of the vendors, they have repeat vendors there.
That's why
so many of the vendors. It's fun to
And it's
like see.
That's exactly. That's what I was saying. Amy's somebody I look forward to seeing every time.
Yeah. So you just know where you're at.
Yeah, and it's neat because some of these people I'll see in other parts of England because they're there for the festival, but we'll randomly see them at the grocery store or something. So I'll have this vague idea that like how we saw people in Tintagel, even though we'd sometimes usually just see them in Glastonbury, and it's like then I think they just inhabit England generally and aren't in specific areas. It's confusing. Maybe I could make one of each pin, and the pin was like this big. More like a sculpture.
Yeah. I've been playing The Witcher 3 a little bit more.
How's that been going?
It's good. It's
What are you not liking about it?
what am I not like?
Uh-huh. You were sounding hesitant.
I'm trying to think of like what I don't like about it. I mean, it's a good game.
Is it hard?
It's not hard.
I think it's funny how that used to be one of the first questions people asked about video games, like when you're a kid. And now that's never even something anybody would think to ask, is it?
Oh, so Luna, when you say I just started, are you talking about a Diamond Art thing or
Is it a Diamond
The Witcher
kit?
3?
Oh. It's
The
a
Witcher
Witcher 3 Diamond painting.
One thing that I will say is funny, in The Witcher 3 there is a, and a lot of people probably already played this, probably knows, there's a romance. You can kind of choose to...
Because what's a video game without a romantic storyline?
Oh, yeah. So you can kind of choose to be with these two different sorceresses. You can choose between one or the other.
You can't choose both?
I think there's
That
a possibility to
seems
choose
kind
both,
of
but then they'll...
limiting.
Then they will tell you to F off.
Oh. They're not very
but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Doesn't let you marry the lizard people in
Yeah,
this one?
basically it's between two
Two
sorcerers that's named Triss Marigold, and the other one's named Yennefer.
Xanafer?
Yennefer,
Yennefer, okay.
not Xanafer. Have you played ESO? I don't know what ESO is. Extra
extra sports outlet. It's like a Dickblix, but cheap and virtual.
Now Luna says don't date them both. I don't.
If you dated two people at the same time,
No,
and
I
they
chose
were both,
Triss.
and they were both sorceresses, you think they would not argue?
They're friends, I think.
Oh, well then date them both.
No, I'm not gonna
Oh.
date them both. Elder Scrolls Online. No, I have not played that. I've played Skyrim though.
I know you liked Skyrim a lot.
Skyrim's cool, yeah. Skyrim and Witcher are different. Witcher, you're a specific character. Skyrim, you just can
You make an
create a
avatar.
character.
Yeah.
So in
And her
Breath of the
wings
Wild,
fly.
these are the three in Breath of the Wild. That's the other open world games I played, and I really like them.
I know the new Pokemon's supposed to be an open world game.
What?
The new Pokemon is an open world game.
Oh, okay. I bet Brandon likes that one, or will like that one. There's another game called Hades that Brandon told me I should like, and it's about this the son of Hades who's trying to escape, the
Underworld?
the Greek underworld hell, and he gets help from the other gods, and he slowly makes his
Which
way.
son? Is it Persephone's?
He's made up for the game.
Is his mom Persephone though?
I don't know. Maybe.
Who else is Hades sleeping with?
Huh?
Who's Hades' other girlfriend?
I don't know.
Does he have a girlfriend who's gone?
I don't
when
know.
Persephone's there and she has to live somewhere like on a different planet, and then she moves out and Persephone moves in for the other part of the months.
Daria Lynn. Oh, I thought you were naming. I play Animal Crossing. Yeah,
Oh.
I have Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing is adorable.
Can't wait for Pokemon Snap, says Katie. Yeah, I remember playing Pokemon Snap years ago.
That's funny.
But yeah, so The Witcher
Paused
3,
kind of
The
red.
Witcher 3 is fun. What I will say is funny is Geralt himself. How he has that gravelly voice, sounds like
Yeah.
Batman.
He doesn't like Batman.
Yeah, and so I find his character and his gestures are funny to me. I don't know. And there's
Is he overly dramatic, or is he...
not it kind of gestures. Actually, not unlike how I gesture in real life.
I'm guilty of gesturing too much.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
gesture a lot too.
I know. One time you were looking at something and Twitch was sped up, and it looks like I'm doing calisthenics or something.
Art, were you?
I don't know, maybe.
But the Hades game is called a roguelite sort of game. I think it's roguelite.
Called what?
A roguelite sort of game.
Does
And
that mean
it's a
like
style of game.
Assassin's Creed?
I don't know what it means exactly, but I know it's a.
Did Brandon use this word and now you're
Yes,
trying to
and
use
I don't know what it
Maddie?
means.
Oh.
I'm trying to say it for the room because, yeah,
It is Twitch. People might know about video games
exactly.
here.
Yeah. So, but Hades is supposed to be fun, and
I've heard that.
Yeah. Crispy says, "I love how the painting is turning out."
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah,
I've
she's a
been
cutie.
adding some more kind of variations of color in the wings to have them kind of more tattered, so that by the edges they kind of almost look not burnt, but as if they've been a bit ragged, a little bit bloody, because she's kind of zombie-ish too. I don't want her to be so gross that the painting isn't cute anymore. So I'm trying to keep the cute element pretty high on this, since some of the effects are going to be gross. I'm kind of showing one of her arm bones poking through her arm. If you look in the pen, you can kind of see that. I don't know how close this can focus on it, but you can see her arm bones with a bit icky. The kitty cat on this has a little, I should put this on here, has a little band-aid on his tail, a little sticking plastic.
Oh, I looked it up. It's roguelike.
Did you think he was saying rogue?
Yes,
roguelite?
I didn't know. Yes.
Like Crystal Light?
Yes. So roguelike is
It's like Rogue One. No.
Roguelike is a subgenre of role-playing games characterized by a dungeon crawl through procedurally generated levels, turn-based gameplay, tile-based graphics, and permanent death of the player character. Most roguelikes are based on high fantasy narrative, reflecting their influence from tabletop role-playing games such as Dungeons & Dragons.
But something like Swords and Serpents.
No.
Okay.
Swords and Serpents is awful.
A dungeon crawler.
Somewhere a door opens. Swords and Serpents is an old NES game
Swords and Serpents
it's
was a
impossible to
magnificent
play.
game.
No one wants to play that.
We did not play it the way it was intended to be played. We used it because the save codes were a confusing hex of like millions of letters, and you had to write them down and type it in every single time. But we realized that was actually telling the game every time instead of saving it. We game genied it, yes. So we would type, we figured out, hey, if we changed the numbers in the middle, all of a sudden we're level 27 instead of 7. And
yeah,
things
so
like that.
when you used a game genie beyond that, did you feel like you were a hacker?
Yes.
Do you feel like you were
Very
breaking
much
codes?
So. I felt like I was a hacker doing that with Swords and Serpents. I was 9, so I mean, I
Does anyone did anyone use a game genie in here?
I did.
The game, also a Game Shark. I remember.
I did not have a Game Shark. I had a Game Genie. We got it from Uncle Nelson for Christmas.
Game Shark was good too. I had a Game Shark for my Genesis, and I did all sorts of bizarre things with the games. You know, besides getting 100 extra men or something like that. I like doing hilarious things.
Oh,
make them walk through walls and weird bizarre
it's like
things.
how there was one where you could make Mario's head really big or something. Like
I don't remember that one, but I don't doubt it.
Yeah, the graphics weren't showing up. Or I think it was showing his head from the side and from the front at the same time, so it looked like it was... I still remember a lot of the Game Genie codes.
So Katie says she used all of those.
Yeah.
Game Sharks and Game Genies. I don't remember any of the Game Genie codes.
We just had Nintendo. I do. I remember them for, oh, let me think. This would have been for Ultima Quest of the Avatar. You get Invincible Armor. You can probably Google this if you want to check.
I'm good.
AAXIA PPA. If you would like to have unlimited gold. It's GZUKOGST. Gazookogst, for example.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's really good.
Thanks.
What was Mike Tyson's code?
I never got that far. I only got to the point that...
Mike Tyson, a lot of people didn't beat Punch-Out.
I didn't. I only later on, I think Achina got me to Mike Tyson and I played him, but I still don't think I beat him. But I never got to the point where
I think I fought him. I must have fought him like 50 times before I beat him.
I remember Uncle Nelson
Very
stayed
difficult.
in his room at Grandma's house for like the whole weekend until he would beat it, and he wasn't going to come out to get food until he beat it.
Yeah, I'm sure he was just playing video games in there. Oink, oink.
Oh, I don't know what he's getting up to.
I still can't beat Punch-Out. It is a challenge. It is very difficult to
That
beat
is an
You
example
cannot make- it's
of
like you
how
can
I would
almost-
say,
you can't
hey,
make
is
an
that
error.
game hard? That game is hard.
It is hard.
Yeah,
It's
that
very
is hard.
You can't.
You can't compare the
I don't
difficulty of
think
the
you
challenge
can-
to that to something like Witcher 3. That isn't even
Yeah,
the same ballpark.
if I remember right, any false move with Mike Tyson,
You die permanently.
yes.
It's like a rogue-like game. No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out's difficult. Even the guys leading up to him.
Yes.
Super Macho Man. Is it not Super? Is it Super Macho
Super
Man?
Macho
Yeah,
Man.
Super Macho Man. I was thinking of
Soda
Macho
Popinski.
Man Randy Savage. Soda Popinski, Sandman,
The second Bald Bull.
Bald Bull,
The second Piston Honda.
Piston Honda, Magic Tiger, King Hippo,
The regular Bald
Don
Bull.
Flamenco, Glass Joe, Von Kaiser. I remember all these characters. I love them.
I do too.
I'm trying to
I
remember.
can even remember
Did
their
I miss any of them? I think I
stats,
named
where
them all.
they were born and their quotes. Would
Oh,
you
I
like to
can't do
quiz me?
that.
Okay.
Never got past Bald Bull. Oh, you just
There's
didn't
a
try
trick.
then, Tigger.
You gotta wait till he goes, and he hit him, and he hit him.
The second Bald Bull's hard.
He's way harder, and he moves. When he moves, it almost makes it feel like the screen is moving because it changes the speed a little bit.
When
Which is
Bald
a
Bull
useful-
charges,
Uh-huh.
even though the controller isn't supposed to vibrate,
It does.
it vibrates.
It's like being in a 4D theater.
It is terrifying. Bald
Water
Bull.
squirts in your face. No.
I like punching Bald Bull because his eyeballs, they do
like
this
come out
weird
of his-
shaky
yeah.
thing. They go beyond his head. It's
They
really
do.
bizarre looking.
Yeah.
The game's good. A little Mario is your referee.
Yes, that's Mario does not get credit for being in that game.
Did anyone have a favorite go-to NES game if we have some NES players in the room?
I really liked playing through Dragon Warrior.
Oh, Dragon Warrior's a good one, yeah.
That was the first RPG I ever played.
Dragon Warrior is a lot of fun.
NES.
I remember the names of the spells and how simple they are.
Heal,
Like,
hurt.
Hurt. Hurt more.
Hurt more.
Heal. Heal more.
I like that hurt more and heal more were compound words.
Yes.
Because I was a dull child. Sorry.
It's Hjalmar.
Yeah, more.
I am Hjalmar the Great.
Oh. The Great Grumble Duke.
Oh, yeah. Grumble Duke.
You know the devil's favorite food is the carrot. It's actually the turnip.
It's funny, and Dragon Warrior 3 was a personal favorite, that Nintendo guy says. Oh, that Nintendo guy should know a lot.
Dragon, yeah,
Zelda,
I was
and
gonna
we
say,
had-
do you have any NES fans here, that Nintendo guy?
Zelda, and we had the mat that you could track long jumps and hurdles.
Oh,
Luda
they have
says
the track
Nightmare on
and
Elm
field
Street and
floor
Friday
mat?
the 13th. I remember playing Friday the 13th. That was hard.
I never played that
Jason
one.
would just come out and destroy you.
Just like the films.
Pumpkin Witches says, this channel was my first ever follow on Twitch, and this is the first time stream I've caught.
Oh, really?
Well,
oh, golly.
So,
I'm glad
Pumpkin
you caught
Witch,
us.
when did you start following?
We usually do, we've always up until now really done it on Sunday evenings, but we are switching starting the 15th to Tuesdays. So if you want to keep an eye out, Tuesday evenings.
Brian Not Brain says, I bought the little retro Nintendo unit when it came out
Yeah, those were
a
cute.
few holidays ago. Lots of nostalgia. Hey Brian,
They're
I
games.
got that as well.
Yeah.
And I had a friend, or I paid some guy to mod it.
Yeah, our brother.
So I have like all
It's ridiculous.
the retro games. It's crazy. It set you back about, I forget what it was. It's like $80
We know a guy who'll hook you up.
or something. Yeah, actually, if you want that
yeah,
info,
if anybody wants any
I can send.
video
Also,
games.
if you go to retro, there's a retro gaming group I'm in, and I think the guy runs it that did this actually lives in Dr. Phillips.
Oh, really?
Isn't that weird? The guy who did it. Katie
For
Harmon
those
said
who
the
don't
Ninja
know,
Turtle
if we
games
ever
were so
talk
hard too.
about it, Dr. Phillips is a town that is next to ours. Dr. Phillips is not a person. We
Yeah,
talk
Dr.
about
Phillips is
Dr.
the name of a
Phillips lot.
town. I know that
It's
sounds
a town
absurd.
here, and it's like where Trader Joe's and shit is. That's like by Disney World. Anyways, what were you gonna say, babe?
The Ninja Turtle games were so hard too. I beat the one where you fight the technodrome at the end.
I managed Dairy Queen when I was a teenager.
Oh,
and
that's an arcade.
one
game.
of the 2 arcade games we had was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, and every 8.5 seconds when it wasn't being played, it would play the theme song really loud.
Teenage Mutant
For years.
Yeah.
For
That's what you
years.
get.
It is still going here somewhere. I can't hardly look at things. It's like retina burn from my head.
Yeah, for your ear. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did beat the one where you can, there's like an overview and you can go into the sewers and
Is that the one that was at the Dairy Queen? I
No.
like that.
No, that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game.
Well, are they both arcade? Or is one NES?
One is NES. But you can get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, on the NES.
No, thanks.
Pumpkin
got
Witch
it
says,
right
I'm
here.
Aussie, so times are very different. I'm sick from work today,
Oh.
hence being able to catch you. Ha.
Oh, hey.
Crispy says, my late husband was really into gaming, so I still have lots of games around the house.
Aw. That's a whole different sort of nostalgia. That's got to be something that happens more now, too. I don't think about that, but people are a few generations into being familiar with video games or having personal connections with them.
Definitely.
I mean, I wonder if
also-
you're going to see things like that on tombstones and stuff. You know what I mean? Like how we saw the Superman tombstone the other day in Winter Park.
Yeah.
I mean, how
Yeah.
what all can you put on them?
Yeah. So, what was I going to think? Oh, yeah, that's another thing I was thinking about is how I feel that, like, anime started.
This is your
with-
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it started with my generation as this is something we
Americans?
go to a lot.
For
as Americans.
Yeah.
Yes, as
Yeah.
Americans.
No.
This is something we'll go to a lot and we'll keep watching animes versus just having, like, a Speed Racer.
Oh,
Or this.
Yeah.
We'd have a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And I think my Generation X, we'd call it would be the first one to have that. Although, I mean, of course, obviously in Japan they had it much longer, but
Yeah.
now it is much more a part of our culture, and we don't.
Sure.
There's some people who only watch anime sorts of things, don't even bother with live action.
That's true.
So that's kind of another interesting nostalgia thing.
That's
that we have.
very true.
And it's funny how many people are nostalgic for Pokemon.
Yeah, well, those are kind of the cuter ones that you'd have when you're smaller too.
Right,
Or
but I was
people
not
offer
smaller
Sailor
then.
Moon or something even.
I remember you and I were probably about a year or so into our relationship, and you and I were driving past a Barnes and Noble, and we saw all these kids, and we're
Yes.
like, "What is this? What is this?"
It's like, what's
And
this
they're like,
thing that's
"They're here for
happening?
Pokemon."
Is
And-
another Harry Potter coming out?
And I was like,
Yeah.
"Pokemon," and then I was like, "What is that?" And they said, "It's kind of like Magic the Gathering for little kids." So that's how they described it.
That's funny.
And that's a fair description.
Yeah, there are so many other collectible card games now. You can just say, hey, it's a collectible card game about little cute pocket monsters.
Hey, much like Final Fantasy VIII, there is a collectible card game built into The Witcher 3.
Oh, is there really? That
Yeah.
is one of the things I thought was a good quality about Final Fantasy VIII. It is not my favorite of the franchise, but I liked the way that they incorporate the collectible card game. That
Yeah,
was
so
clever.
it's
Yeah.
huge in The Witcher 3. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Your little clap song.
Uh-huh.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, every merchant and stuff you walk up to, it says, "Would you like one of the options? Would you like to play around with cards?"
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a thing that you can make money on too? Or is
Yes,
it just...
you can bet and make money and get
Rock
rich off.
on.
The game is called Gwent.
Gwent?
Gwent, Gwent. You also win other cards from people.
Oh, so it is a collectible card game. So you have like your own set that you carry around with you?
Yes.
Okay.
And I
That's fun.
but I don't care to learn it really.
Is it just one more plastic hassle, man?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm not. It ain't for me. I used to play Magic the Gathering. I quit around the Visions expansion. No idea what you're talking about, so I quit way before
I
that.
more or less quit it with any seriousness around the Sliver time. When the Sliver
I
decks
quit way
started
before. I
coming out.
quit way before that, and then
Well,
heard about
that's when I
Sliver, right?
kind of
Right.
felt defeated
Oh,
by it.
yeah.
Like, you know what?
I was
I
like,
want to have a life and a job.
Well,
and
I wanted to make
a
it
career and,
competitive.
Yeah,
Like,
and then the people
I don't
want
wanna have to collect to be competitive.
With, if that's the only thing they cared about, it's like, well, you're not even fun.
Right, it's like being a boxer, but you get special boxing gloves that you can beat the tar
Yeah,
out of
and
the
then
other
it's
guy
like
with.
whoever has the more money or time to throw at it, and then it becomes a money contest, and what the hell fun is that?
But that said, we have family members that are hugely into it. Our nephew
I
Theo,
do. No, I'm not talking shit
he
of Magic
won
the Gathering
the
at all. I'm
Dragon
talking
Con
about the money
thing.
aspect of it.
he
But no,
won, like the Dragon Con.
yeah, my nephew
Yeah.
won the tournament he was in at Dragon Con, and he was 16, and he played grown up. So I was very proud of him.
Pokemon.
And he escorted me back and forth from the signing booth too.
Yes,
He's a gentleman.
very gentlemanly of him.
And we watched a bunch of
As I
Family
worked
Guy and
like
shit in the
a
room. It was a lot of
slave.
fun. What's up?
As I worked like a slave.
As Matt worked like a slave.
Pokemania
Theo
is happening now.
Argued about Dyson spheres. What's that? We did, like, for 2 hours.
You talked, yeah, and then see, I'm darn.
Matt's like,
I'm
I'd
sorry,
rather carry
I
boxes
missed out
than
on.
listen to Jasmine argue with
See,
my
you might want to
16-year-old
talk
nephew
about Dyson spheres for 2 hours. I will talk about it for more like 15 minutes. And I realize that Dyson sphere is the way
Sometimes you and I
to.
are very different people, Matt. Yeah.
Well, I understand that being forward thinking that we will eventually need to have
You have
Dyson spheres to power. anything we need to do.
Every sci-fi book in the 50s and 70s implied this. So, yeah, I agree.
My children 6 and 3 are obsessed with Pokemon.
Aw.
Pokemon's super cute though. I'll give it
Yeah, I
that.
think they're adorable. I think marketing they're fun. If anybody
I'm
gave
happy
me like
if
a
people are
stuffed
nostalgic
one,
for
I'm
it.
like, oh my god, this thing is adorable.
Yes, it
it's like
seems-
a platypus or something.
It's a very
cute. I love it.
like if you see a big sign in that says Poke, it's cheerful and happy and
Yes,
like
for
there's
example,
good things about it.
probably. I think I've even had some clothing or like or pajamas or something that.
I
were
like the
before.
artwork.
What's that?
I like the artwork.
The artwork
and-
is very
yeah,
cute.
I think it's great.
It's got. I like it because it does have a lot of fantasy monsters and mythology that's kind of woven into it casually, with a tongue-in-cheek sort of thing that is very cute. It also has some elements of Japanese culture that are thrown in there that might not be as obvious, you know?
McDonald's is doing cards and Happy Meals. Not sure how long it's
Pokemon?
gone on for. Yeah, I guess so. McDonald's ain't my friend.
McDonald's is no friend of mine.
I usually, there are times when if I would feel even less strongly about something, I wouldn't mention it on this. I don't, but I think I'm strong enough in my resolve that I don't like McDonald's.
I don't like McDonald's.
I really,
The only McDonald's...
I just don't like them.
The only McDonald's I've been to... Well, I don't like it because even though they don't talk about it much, they do put beef extract in the french fries before
Yeah,
they
and I don't
go
want to sound
the
like a
thing.
vegetarian
And I'm
jerk.
vegetarian, I don't
oh.
eat hamburger, so I don't want it in my french fries.
Well, yeah, I told Brandon, hey, when I'm getting you food when you're working, I will take you to any restaurant
except for McDonald's.
except for McDonald's. I
The
just
McDonald's
can't, or Chick-fil-A.
I went to...
I can't do Chick-fil-A either.
Yeah, they don't have anything for us. McDonald's I went to was in India, and they did not serve beef at all. They didn't serve any beef. They had chicken, they had fish, and then about half their menu is vegetarian, and it's an official McDonald's, and they served no beef because they would have gotten in big trouble if they served beef there.
Angela says she doesn't like it, but I used to work for them. A lot of people did.
Oh,
I mean, they
yeah.
employ a lot of people.
They do. It's a lot of people's first job and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about.
No, I'm not
about
talking stuff about the workers at
No.
all. I'm talking about the people who own the company and make the decisions. Not the family and friends working there, shoot. Yeah.
I didn't know about it until recently, but I'm not into it. Oh, that's intra talking.
Oh, gotcha.
Have some awful stories of how things are made.
I bet.
Angela, I don't. Yeah, I bet.
I'm convinced. I don't eat meat at all. So
Remember poor Kachina when she was a teenager?
Yes.
And we'd have to wake up at 3 a.m. to pick her up and stuff.
Close out, and they didn't close till 2, so it's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock on theoretically.
And the poor thing
school
didn't
night.
have her horrible car yet.
No, and Sonia had to take her most of the time.
Yeah, I only picked her up once. Or twice
it
or
was
something.
think about what a hassle that is to get at the time $4.25 an hour.
I feel so bad for teens who want a level of freedom but don't have a vehicle.
Yeah, I feel that way all the time.
It's hard, or at least the money to take Uber a lot.
That's true.
Like
That's
our
one
nephew.
thing that yeah.
I have a nephew that despises driving, or the idea of driving, and
I have existential issues.
and he just Ubers everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I do. If you're not there to drive me, I don't drive. I walk great distances, but I'll take an Uber or a car.
But you incorporate it with your workout routine.
I do.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Well, we are lucky, very lucky. I feel that we have a cute little neighborhood where we can go walk to a downtown.
Yeah.
And there's restaurants and stuff.
And the other direction goes into some of the most beautiful woods and swampland around here. So it's kind of the
They're
best
both
of
pretty.
Yeah,
both
they're
those
both
are
good.
pretty. Yeah, both are funny.
I haven't walked the other
paths.
way in like a year because I don't want to go to the downtown. I always go the woods way because it's the social distant, hey, you're out in the middle of nowhere except for the wild pigs. The wild piglets are so cute, baby.
What color are they?
The ones I have seen 3 piglets and all of them are black. Sometimes they will have baby piglets that are red that have either stripes or kind of dashes, like spotted, like how you'd see a fawn. And those are precious too. I don't know why sometimes they're black and sometimes
Did
they're
they have
red and
the
spotted.
little furs?
Yeah, and
Bristle?
I did see the daddy one once, and he has the mohawk, the razor back sort of thing. But there are 2 or 3 juvenile or smaller females that I think are 2 of the moms, and I think they're siblings. And they are black piggies that don't have the ridges. The daddy one has tusks too, and he kind of tells them what he's going, and the other one's like, "Right around."
Pumpkin Witches says
But they
I
have
have
tusks. Huh?
I have serious driving anxiety. Thankfully, love walking.
Me too. Yeah, I can't drive. I can't pass the eye test anymore.
Well,
I wouldn't drive either way.
I have times where I don't like driving, and I have times where I do like driving.
Yeah.
I love it when we're about to set out, and we talked about that RV thing.
Road trips and things.
Yeah.
That would be fun driving. I've never done a driving like a road trip. When I did drive, I just drove to school or work or something every day and just drove straight home.
But yeah,
And I didn't drive after.
please,
I
if you have so much anxiety that it causes you to like not want to drive, don't drive.
Don't drive
Because
because
that
it
might-
probably also means that you might have
An accident.
a different reaction.
Yeah,
when it's
so I
something that you gotta
definitely
be cool
agree.
headed for. So
If you
you're
don't feel
somebody
comfortable driving,
like
please
me,
don't.
if you're kind of highly strung and you're like, gosh, I'm a kind of a threat to others if I'm on the road, then just don't, dude.
My friend is a huge fan of your work. She got a few pieces at Epcot a couple weeks and even got your autograph.
Aw.
But she left Orlando without buying a piece she really wants.
Oh, no,
it
which
was
one?
the Disney villain piece. Is there a way she can purchase it online and have it shipped?
You know, they have been stocking them in at Wonderground, so they might be at your WDW store. If not, if they add themselves to the backup list
I'll put
on
that
there.
link up.
Because that is one that is in print currently. I know it is because somebody said they bought one like today. So, or I guess it would have been Friday, day before yesterday. But
Here's a link I'll put up.
Not
This is your
long
best
ago.
bet, honestly.
yeah, go on there, and if it says not in stock, say add me to the waiting list or add me to the back order list or whatever. Because I suspect, I don't know because Disney's in charge of it, and I won't know until Thursday. That on Thursday they'll probably have them out at the Wonderground from Artisan Showcase. And if that's the case, the folks at your WDW store, they are a Disney shopping service, so they would in turn go to the parks to purchase on your behalf and then ship it anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
For a small fee.
if you're my video looks perfect here on my end, and I'm watching as a viewer.
Uh-huh.
I'm not watching the original, but
Is
just
it frozen?
just refresh or something, guys.
Oh, yeah, they're
'Cause
telling me something.
No, I was telling the room. Because it's probably your end.
Matt
yeah.
says it's everybody's fault that his.
Well,
You
I'm
can
get-
quote
I'm
him
getting
on that. It's his
I'm getting it
catchphrase.
perfectly,
Okay.
and it's I don't. I'm watching it as a user. I'm not watching it as a
As an abuse.
yeah. I'm not watching just the OBS.
Gotcha. The broadcast.
But we only have another minute.
Oh, shoot. I haven't even talked about the next thing, did I? Oh, wait. Yeah, it's the spinning wheel.
Yeah, we have a minute.
Spinning wheel. So we will we'll have somebody that Matt will pick the person first, and then we pick the prize. Also, too, that means that we're almost at the end of our broadcast. This is the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. So we
Went
are
quick,
going to
huh?
be here next Sunday because we're going to be moving till Tuesday. So our next broadcast will be Tuesday the 15th. Maddie, who's won?
Let's pick a winner. Luna Star 86.
Congratulations, Luna Star 86.
There's a few Lunas in the room, I think.
There's lots of Lunas because Lunas are wonderful.
Okay, and let's see. So we are going to see what you won. I'll hit the prize wheel.
Oh.
Signed print of the week.
Hey! We'll have to print another one, and I will autograph it for you.
So that is
Luna, you have won a Sunflower Fairy
Sunflower
print,
Fairy
and I
print.
will autograph her for you. Matt will ship her to you, and she will fly to you with her blue wings.
And I'll put the instructions in the room.
And Florida people, Thursday is, if you are free this week, Thursday is the day to come to Disney Springs. It is free. You don't need tickets. You don't need reservations. You don't need to go to a website. You don't need to pay for parking. You don't need to do anything but show up, look at stuff. If you go to the Pop Gallery kiosk, they have the cool masks that you can't get anywhere else. These are mine. You can't have them. And they with any purchase of $50 or more, you get a free one. They are reusable, washable, everything, little ear savers and all that. And then short walk away, go to the Wonderground Gallery inside the Marketplace Co-op, over the Marketplace side, kind of over by Ghirardelli and World of Disney. And I will be in there starting at 2 o'clock this Thursday in my new section with my Disney stuff, my regular stuff. I'll have an easel set up depending how crowded it is. I may or may not have much time to paint, or I might have a lot of time to paint. And I'll sign anything that you bring with you, so you can come stop at the Pop Gallery kiosk, come to the Wonderground Gallery. It will be 2 to 6.
2 to 6 Thursday.
Is when I'm there person. Yeah. 2 to 6 Thursday. And then we'll be here on Twitch starting Tuesday the 15th. Will be our Twitch broadcast at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific.
Yeah, maybe we'll pick up some new people that.
Yeah, I was
new
going to say
viewers.
we might get some people
Yeah.
who are usually, doing other shows on Sundays. So
Make it if you can. Yeah.
all the Protestants can come. Yeah.
Protestants.
I've been trying to really up that market, man. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Just because I wanted to.
Aw,
Alright, catch you
go
later.
on,